In the name of the Father, the Son, and the Holy Spirit. Dear Lord, we thank you for the schools that educate and guide our students. We especially thank you for the coaches, parents, teachers, and administration that are represented tonight through our athletes. We ask that these young men are protected from harm and are guided in their play with sportsmanship and healthy competition. We work and play for your glory. In your name we pray, amen. I'd like to present to you Junior Luke Wilgoss for the national anthem.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rocket's red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave?
All right, we're back here live from St. Xavier High School. Colerain Cardinals facing the St. X Bombers. We're doing a joint broadcast here. You hear the live audio with us. And just, Chris, explain kind of what happened last week to the real Colerain people listening at home about the commercial breaks.
Absolutely. Well, we are going to be live tonight on wearecolerain.com. For those of you watching the replay on Waycross TV, we certainly appreciate it there. You've got a live shot of the field as the Bombers and Cardinals are off, and they're getting ready to come on 4.5 minutes before we start. But just a minute for those of you listening live on wearecolerain.com. First and foremost, thank you for joining us again this week. We're going to bring you exciting GMC versus GCL action tonight as the Colerain Cardinals battle the St. Xavier Bombers. Last week, real quickly, we want to point out for those of you who watched our broadcast against LaSalle, you saw for the very first time advertisements that were running throughout the broadcast. We wanted to let you know that we had a very serious conversation with our provider this week, and you know, unfortunately for our viewing audience, it's one of the benefits of having a free service. It's free to us, it's free to you, so as a result, we have advertisements during the broadcast. They're going to run every so often, every 6 to 8 minutes. You know, the important thing to note is that the broadcast will pause. You're not going to miss anything. When the ad kicks off, it'll run for 30 seconds, and when you come back, it'll be action right where we were. So wanted to get that out right away.
All right, let's go back to the broadcast we're doing here. Thank you for Waycross Community Media for being here. Our playback schedule for this game on Time Warner 979 Digital and Cincinnati Bell Fi Optics 850. You'll can rewatch this game Saturday at midnight. And then Saturday also at 9 p.m. Tuesday 9/9 at 9:30. Also on Time Warner Channel 8 in Green Hills, Florence Park, and Springfield Township. On Time Warner Cable 4 and Cincinnati Bell Fi Optics 854 Monday, 9-1 at 2 p.m., and Thursday, 9-4 at 5:30. You can go to wearecolerain.com, and we'll have this posted up there, so you'll be able to watch a replay of this game. And Chris, it's another backyard brawl. Colerain struggled last week, and we're farther down North Bend Road, but we're still playing a GCL foe.
Absolutely. The Colerain Cardinals are storming the field now, and they are a team that has got to hold their head high because they are taking on a very good, experienced, big St. Xavier Bombers team. The Colerain Cardinals, of course, have won 3 consecutive games against St. Xavier, their last loss coming all the way back in 2009. So, let's see, is that right? 13, 12, 11, excuse me, 2010. So, the Colerain Cardinals tonight are in hostile territory, no doubt about it. It is hot, it is humid. Hopefully everyone can say injury-free and cramp-free. The keys to this game, I think, are very clear. Colerain has got to mount some kind of an offense. Here come the Xavier Bombers taking onto the field, led by their bomb squad. This is a large team both in number and in size. They're going to run the football tonight. That's going to be their key to success. Keep our offense off the field, run the football as they did last week, and their 35-20 victory over St. Louis Power, East St. Louis.
And in all these introductions, you guys forgot to introduce ourselves from wearecolerain.com. This is Brandon Wyatt alongside Brian Wyatt and your play-by-play man for the evening, Chris Imanitis. I thought I'd at least introduce ourselves.
Thanks, Brandon.
Well, we know who we are.
They don't know who we are.
Down on the field, we've got, of course, our videographer and webmaster, Jason Helfrich, and a new joinee this year who's been bringing us some great photos, Matt Wood, who also was the key man for the Colerain show cards, the award-winning Colerain show cards. So we are excited to get going here. Week 2 action. Brian, can't stress it enough. Last week was a difficult loss. I think one that most people didn't expect. Certainly not the kind of loss we ever expect to see from the Cardinals. Don't really ever get blown out by that score. Well, this week, I think we need to see progress. We need to see them getting better. And
talking to Coach Bolden, you'll never make excuses, but you're talking 9 sophomores starting in this week, and we were talking to him. St. Xavier Bombers, 85 seniors on the team. Colerain, 14. We don't have 85 kids on the team, so this is a battle that's uphill. But we say it time and time again. It's not how many times you get knocked down; it's how you get up. So working real hard. This Colerain Cardinal just looking for a little bit of growth from this youth team.
Colerain Cardinals, the St. X Bombers won the toss, deferred. Colerain Cardinals will start this game with the football, and one of the ways they score, one of the few times they did score last week, the electrifying Jordan Asbury with a 97-yard touchdown return for the Cardinals last week. Unfortunately, St. X Xavier Bomber kicker
Miles Holman, I watched him in the East St. Louis game. Almost every kick either into or out of the back of the end zone. So I don't know if they'll kick it short. No really wind to speak about, but he's got the leg even just to kick it out of the end zone. Keep it away from not only Asbury, but Amir Reap had a couple big returns there last week, too. So lots of speed back there.
And kicking off from the 40 in high school, he put one off of the goalpost last week.
Yeah, under no circumstances are we going to be returning the ball tonight. He's going to put the ball through the end zone every single time. He has no reason not to. He's not going to give any of our guys a chance.
That one is nearly through the uprights.
Yep. Yeah, that's going to be their play all year for a team like Colerain, who unfortunately is just trying to find their way offensively. They're going to want to make us go 80 yards every single time. They know Asbury's a threat to run. To your point, Amir Reap is a threat to run. There's absolutely no need to tempt special teams.
And that's St. X's MO. They want to pin you deep, score a couple touchdowns, and just play possession football. They'd rather win the battle of time and possession sometimes than win the big play.
So here come the Colerain Cardinals on offense for the first time tonight. Under center is number 2, Deshaunte Jones, the first-time varsity starter. He is a junior. In motion, number 5, Jordan Asbury. Deshaunte's going to keep it himself, try and find some room.
Bombers come out of the pile with the ball, but I believe he was blown dead before he made the strip. That was, I believe that was Hilliard that ran into the end zone for the Bombers, but the play was already dead. Going to give him a minimal gain, get him about 1.5 yards. Little mess up in the mesh to start with as we watch the replay here at Waycross. Really kind of hard to see how it popped out, but stripped him after the whistle. So second down, let's call it a long 8.
Again, these St. Xavier Bombers, especially these seniors on this team, have lost 3 years in a row to Colerain. They have a chip on their shoulder. They're going to play tough. So second down and 8, 2-yard gain on the play. There's the handoff. Taken all the way up to the 24-yard line. So it'll be third down.
Yeah, Colerain goes with an unbalanced line, an extra tight end, and they've got a man kind of getting up slowly. Don't like to see that. That's the big offensive tackle, Desmond Noel. That's their big offensive lineman. He's really does not look good, but that handoff there was to Zach Johnson. Not a lot of depth on this Colerain team, and if there's one lineman that you don't want to lose, that's Desmond Noel, a 6'3", 280-pound junior, returning starter from last year. So let's hopefully he's all right.
One of the things, I think one of the themes we're going to be talking about tonight during this game there is you get a shot of the Colerain faithful coming out in droves tonight. That's the student section. One of the things we'll talk about, Brian, a few times is just the literal size difference between some of in the line play, specifically the offensive line of St. X and the defensive line of Colerain.
Well, it's not just size, but you look at age. When you play a 15, 16-year-old kid at 200 pounds against an 18-year-old kid that's 200 pounds, it's not just the weight difference, the maturity level of the body there and the strength level. So, Colerain's got their work cut out for them. And if Noel's down for any period of time, it's interesting to see who they'll have in. A lot of times we'll see tonight offensive line. So Kendall Strader is the starting center. And that's Brandon Gilbert, Matt Turner. We might see a little Brandon Beebe, Nathan Niehaus there. Colerain's going to test their depth early. Is not really looking good.
No, Desmond Noel limping off the field, not putting hardly any weight on that foot at all. I'm not sure if it's an ankle or a knee, but
test their depth and it'll test their guts right here of early third and not normally long, but it's long for the Colerain offense. 3rd and 6 here upcoming. The Colerain Cardinals as Noel gets off the field. Injury timeout is off. Referee gives the signal to play, and the Cardinals come to the line of scrimmage.
Looks like Howard Watkins in the ball game for Noel.
Shotgun trips left for the Cardinals.
Deshaunte Jones still under center, takes the ball, looks to pass, throws it. It is dropped, almost intercepted. Dropped by Jordan Asbury in the flight, almost intercepted by number 9, but it falls incomplete. It'll be 4th down.
The ball hit Deshaun Sarley directly in the hands. Had enough for the 1st down, but just slipped through him. Maybe hurt a little footsteps. But incomplete pass, and luckily, as we watch the replay here, hit him in the hands, and he was past it, but ball bounced and got loose, hits the turf. 4th down, and that brings on Donetsky, the kicker.
That's a play Sarley's got to make. He's got an easy catch there for the 1st down. Didn't execute. Cardinals forced the punt.
Snap is back. Donetsky's got it. He kicks
Boom.
it. It's a good spiral. Bounces right at the 26-yard line. Takes a St. X bounce, but Colerain downs it at the 30. So great kick by the junior, Donetsky.
Can't ask much better there from Donetsky. He's a guy who's been great with his distance on kickoffs and field goals. Been a little hit or miss there on the punts, but that is a 46-yard punt.
No return.
And about 50 of that was in the air. He lost 4 yards on the bounce backwards.
So here's a replay here on Waycross. You can see where it fell right there on the 26-yard line. Bounced back, and Colerain only let it go another 4 yards before they downed it, so great kick. All right, so back to action here. The sophomore for St. X, Sean Clifford, in at quarterback. Takes the ball, hands off, and it's fumbled and on the ground. We'll see who's got it. There's a scrum.
Referee is marking 2nd down. So X got right back on top of it. And we talked about how big this offensive line is for St. X. But last week against East St. Louis, they tried to give the game back. They had 5 fumbles, 5 turnovers, 2 of which set up flyer touchdowns at East St. Louis.
How many of those 5 did they didn't lose all those 5?
They lost all 5 of those fumbles.
Is that right?
Yes.
Wow.
And no
here we go
contact
on
on that
play.
fumble there. Right? That was just a mishandled handoff.
So now it's 2nd down and 12, 2-yard loss on the play. Again, single setback. Clifford under center once again. Takes the ball, this time secures the handoff. Runs, makes a few men miss, gets out to the 30, looks like about the 8, maybe the 39-yard line. So gets back the loss in +3, so 5-yard gain on the play.
Yeah, it's Kyle Bolden, Amir Reap in on the tackle there.
And that's something we did not see last week from the Colerain defense. They did a good job of stringing the play back in, but there was no one coming underneath to clean up the play. That time Kyle Bolden is there to make the play.
So on the line, Brian, when you get a chance to maybe hit our defensive line.
It's Ryan Williams in there. That's Lockwood, Jesse Lockwood, and number 44 is Chris Albert.
So 3rd and 6 on the 34-yard line. Clifford under center, number 6 in motion. We have whistles before the play.
Delay a game, I believe.
Delay a game, or did Steve Speck get a timeout in time?
Nope.
No, he did not. It'll be 5 yards against the offense. Well, if you're St. X, you couldn't have had a better start defensively and a worse start offensively. A fumble and a delay of game. They're a missed third down opportunity away from giving the ball right back to the Cardinals.
Yeah, also on the defense, E.J. Harrell, Devin Williams, Kyle Bolden, Amir Reap. Who else we got in there? Demetrius Colbert.
Clifford under center. Number 6 in motion. Number 4, Ben Glines in backfield. He passed. It is complete to number 6. There's a missed tackle. Makes it out to the 40, the 45, the 50. He's still on his feet. Takes it down to the 40, way inside Colerain territory. Didn't get your number on that one. Was that
Number 4.
Yeah, okay, so that was in
6,
fact,
excuse me.
6, yeah. Sam Ankenbauer, 5'8", 160-pound junior out of the backfield, picks up for the first down for the Bombers.
Yeah, it looked like Reap was out there and in the area to make the play, and he has to make the tackle at one-on-one and had him short of the first down, but he breaks and gets down the field, where it's a nice play finally stopped by Maine Williams.
So first down and 10 for St. X on the Colerain 40-yard line. Big third down conversion. Here's the handoff once again, this time to Glines, right into the middle, and great play by the Colerain defensive line, shutting that down for a 1-yard gain.
And I'll tell you what, I've noticed one thing right off the bat. Demetrius Colbert was playing inside last week for the Colerain Cardinals. He has shifted back outside of the outside linebacker. They moved 52.
That's Devin Williams, who had played some defensive line. They moved him back. So Colbert had played up defensive line last year.
So now he's on the outside linebacker.
They were kind of getting pushed around on that outside linebacker by the tight end. Wanted a little bit more meat out there.
Clifford drops back to pass. It is tipped and intercepted! The Colerain Cardinals have picked it off. Number 30 for the Colerain Cardinals, Keontae Jones.
Deshaunte Jones, little brother Keontae, the sophomore, gets it off a tip. Not sure who got it. Good pressure up the middle as he steps back.
Here's the replay on Waycross. Who nabbed it, Brian?
Couldn't see.
Right there.
Oh, it was Deshaunte. We knew who
Keontae.
caught it.
Oh.
Yeah, it was
you were looking
Keontae.
for the
I
tip.
was looking to see who made the tip. Good push up front, defensive line kind of getting into the backfield. He had plenty of time, but, if you can't make it to the quarterback, you're just taught get those hands up in the air. So the first turnover of the game to the Colerain Cardinals. They're going to take over first down at their own 33.
And we'll try to give you updates of other games going on at the same time. What a crazy set of plays there. Colerain with the tip pass for interception. Same time, Lakota West playing Elder. Lakota West fumbles, and they pick it up themselves and running it for a touchdown, and up 7-0 on Elder.
Look at Deshaunte Jones, drops back to pass, look for some room, and he's going to go down. Yeah. Couldn't quite get out underneath the grass with number 57 for St. Xavier.
Yeah, Nathan Wenning just kind of got a good push up there. One-on-one coverage up top. Really good pressure cover. He had nowhere to throw it, and the pocket just collapsed around him, give Wenning the sack.
And it looked like he had the matchup. He won it one-on-one, and just the interior line did not hold. Give him that time to step up, forces the sack there.
Yeah, Kevin Hyde looking on the outside one-on-one, but just couldn't get free.
Simeon Lane at the nose, just looking at his number, 6 foot, 290 pounds. It's a big boy. So here we go. Deshaunte under center, takes the ball, hands it off now.
And we have a flag backside in the vicinity, best known in Colerain Cardinals as a chop block coming up on the forthcoming.
Yeah, that happens every now and then. They're really not going high-low. You just get caught in a blocking scheme where the defense slants into it, and if there's contact up high and low at the same time, because of that slant, it's get called. It'll happen a couple times a game.
Again, thank you for those of you joining us on wearecolerain.com live. It is, in fact, a chop block. Great call, Brandon. That's going to be against the Cardinals, and that's going to move him back even further. So, once again, the offense not really showing any improvement from what we saw last week. And we know, like anything else, that the option takes a lot of time to run. And unlike in prior years, Deshaunte, correct me if I'm wrong, Brian, you would know, did not have any experience at quarterback before he came into this year.
Not sure if he played much in Pee Wee ball, but he played wide receiver last year. But we've seen time and time again, Dominic Goodman had very little quarterback experience and long,
this is going to be
always been a conversion. So that's a spot foul. That's going to bring it all the way back to the Colerain 13. So that makes it our 14-yard line. So second down and a long way. Second down about.
Well, what's the Colerain Cardinals? What do you call here?
You run the option.
No doubt. Under center, Deshaunte Jones takes it, fakes the handoff, keeps himself, makes Wenning miss, gets around the end. He's going to pick up a couple yards, but You know, as athletic and dynamic as DeShante is, that's a good defensive line they're playing against.
And that's a play the Cardinals of recent have had success. You go to the short side of the field, send the running back in the opposite direction, go quarterback, fullback. He just doesn't get the block on the edge there. Just bring him loose.
Yeah, you overloaded the right side, but the short side, I always say, why do you do that? There's less blockers. You got one-on-one coverage, and the defensive linebacker from St. X just beat his man.
So again, for those of you watching online, you can see live shot of the scoreboard. So we'll limit the the score updates because you can just look right on your mobile device or computer, wherever you may be watching, and you can see the score. So 0-0 here with 7:19 to go in the first quarter. DeShante Jones takes it, and he flipped it off as he was being tackled. Number 3, Jordan Asbury's got it all the way out to about the 25-yard line. He's going to be well short of the first down, but at least it gives the Cardinals a little bit more room to punt it away.
Hey, I'm just glad he doesn't get the turnover. He gets penetration up the middle, and that's kind of an ugly pitch. He got it out there, but luckily it wasn't turned over. Asbury just looking for one lane.
Yep.
Nice play, going to keep it. That'll bring the
Two things on that play. If DeShante Jones is able to get a clean pitch, Jordan Asbury has the space to pick up the first down. On the other part, DeShante Jones, as soon as he gets to the sidelines, is being told by Coach Bolden, hold the ball, don't ever do that again.
Take the loss, don't take the turnover. You got away with one there. So Danevsky sets up at about his own 11-yard line.
He's got the ball once again, and it's a good punt. Not quite as high as the last one, caught at the 45-yard line, brought up to the 50, brought down to the 45. So into Colerain territory this time. The St. Xavier Bombers will start off there at the 40, we'll say the 43-yard line.
Yeah,
First and 10.
Deshaun Sarley makes the tackle on an Ankenbauer return. St. X is going to take over in Cardinal territory. Ball spotted at the 48-yard line of the Colerain Cardinals.
This is exactly what St. X wants to do. They want to stop you short, create a short field. They'll take 3 points here. They'll tweak 3 points later. They'll take what they can get offensively and make you earn everything defensively.
They always seem to play their most dynamic athletes on defense just for that, and then they'll just grind you out offensively. It's a great strategy that's been successful for them.
Okay, this time Clifford in the shotgun with Glines in the backfield with him. 88 in motion for St. X. Snap is back. Clifford drops back to pass. The sophomore unloads it. Caught by number 8. Oh, he dropped it. Yep, number 88.
I'll tell you what, that play looked eerily familiar. Yep. That looked like whenever Colerain goes to that little shotgun, trips to the left, and they roll left, that looked exactly like what Colerain runs, but I'm pretty sure that's what everyone runs. Simple little flood pattern to the sideline.
That was 88 Noah Davis, a 6'5", 225-pound junior.
Yeah, they list him as they list him here too. Also as a fullback, he came out of the backfield there and just kind of rolled out, followed behind the tight end. So they'll play multiple tight ends. They'll play multiple guys in the backfield. So
second down and 10 on the Colerain 43-yard line. Again, no score here in the first quarter. Clifford once again in the shotgun. Glines in the backfield. This time Glines takes the handoff, rolls to his left, looks in the room, and Colerain pursues beautifully. I don't know that he gained any yards on that, maybe one, but great pursuit by the defense.
They tried to run the stretch play, which was successful last week against Colerain, looking for a little bit of patience to the outside, and he rolls out, but E.J. Harrell stays home for the Colerain Cardinals, turns it back in, and there's Kyle Bolden and Williams to stop him there, so another third down and long.
And interesting here, normally see this against the Colerain Cardinals. Colerain is really bringing that second safety up, real close to the line, almost daring St. X to pass like most teams do to Colerain.
So last time St. X had a third down and 11, they converted. Let's see what they do here. Third down and 9, Clifford takes the shotgun. He rolls to his right, he passes it. It is incomplete. Didn't quite catch a number on that.
Number 8.
Number 8 in your program. They've got multiple 8s. And
6. That's 6.
That was Ankenbauer again.
Sam Ankenbauer, the wide
Let's
receiver.
just assume that it's Ankenbauer at this point.
Ankenbauer's been all over the field. It was good coverage there by Jeff Christian.
So Brandon.
But this is a good area for a fake field goal or a fake punt, lining up at their own 41.
Be a really bad situation for a fake field goal. But
what would you call what St. X is doing? Their style of play?
I would call it.
There's a name for it.
Conservative.
There's a name for it. I've been often known to say it every now and then.
And don't say it.
I'm not going to. Brandon
I didn't know you were
is.
going there. That's an inside joke for us. So thank you, people.
It's how Kerry Jones used to play.
Yep. Yeah. Is that what it is?
Yeah.
Okay.
So Reap sets back at his own 10.
Snap is back. Yeah, it's a low line drive.
I'll tell you what, he's gonna get it inside the 5-yard line on the coffin corner. He didn't put it in the air. That was all directional, and that was impressive.
Yeah, kind of end over end. That was 90 84. It was Jack Hannon. He just hit a line shot end over end and put it out. They're going to mark it at the 3-yard line.
People underestimate sometimes the value of special teams. I mean, it was evident last week for Colerain. I mean, their first 2 scores came on special teams, but here, St. X does the worst possible thing for the Colerain offense, and that's bury him with inside the 5-yard line. Now, you got to think just move the ball forward and stay out of the safety.
People overlook their special teams because they come on the smaller bus, but it is a very integral part of the game.
Take everyone the time to remind you, those of you listening live on wearecolerain.com and watching wherever, can email us at radio@wearecolerain.com. We'll answer some questions and give you a little shout out.
Yeah, let us know where you're listening from. We'll go to the play here, right here. 5:30 to go now. The shadow of his own goalpost is Deshaunte Jones. Takes the ball, hands it off right over the middle of the fullback. He's going to get about 2 yards on the play, so it'll be 2nd down and 8.
Yeah, Zach Johnson takes it over a right tackle. He gets about 2 yards. They're just trying to give him a little bit more room to work. Wasn't really a read there. A straight fullback dive out of the eye.
And this game really presents an interesting dynamic. For the first couple of years when Steve Specht was here at St. X playing Colerain Cardinals, Colerain could never figure out how to get any sort of offense going. They were almost stumped on how to run the ball against this 3-3-5. The past couple of years, that fortune is reversed. Colerain has scored lots of points, 35 plus several times against the St. X defense, so it'll be interesting to see how they react tonight.
So another I formation, unbalanced line, 2 wide receivers to the top.
Yep, Deshaunte takes it and pitches it into the backfield, caught by number 3, Jordan Asbury, and he's tackled for a loss down at the 1-yard line. Couldn't quite get around that tackle, and for the Colerain Cardinals, it's going to be 3rd down and about 12.
Yeah, tried to follow the fullback out of the outside, but Leastring from St. X beats him to the edge, clips him at the knee, and knocks him down at the 1. So 3rd down and 12 at the 1. You wonder if Colerain's just going to simple dive here just to give Janevsky a little bit more room, or maybe take a shot downfield, try to catch X off guard.
That's a great question. You know, I don't know what they might do.
They're going to hand it off.
You think so?
Yeah.
Well, I believe that's the smart thing to do, but if they hands it off, he's in the end zone. So he's got to be sure he gets out of the end zone. I wouldn't be surprised if he's going to fake it, keep it himself, make a couple man miss.
He almost broke it.
Yep, he got out to about the 8-yard line. So he's going to be about 5-6 yards short of the 1st down, obviously. On will come Donetsky for his 3rd punt of the night.
Yeah, he brought it out of the fullback's belly and got outside and had one man to beat to the outside. Nice tackle, but he does give Donetsky a little bit more room. Ball out to the 9-yard line. So he's got Ankenbauer is going to set up again. Good field position. He's setting up at the Colerain 42. To Matt Turner on the snap.
So St. X is going to send the house here and try and block this kick. Let's see what he can do. Next, he's got it, and he kicks it. It's a short kick. Not as good as his other ones, but it's fair caught. This time at the Colerain 35-yard line. So as we talk about field position and this style of play, St. X just keeps inching closer and closer and closer to the end zone by not having any kind of offense, just playing field position.
And we'll take this time to give a shout out to our first email of the night. Again, the address is radio@wearecolerain.com. And it's a familiar face for those of us, or familiar name for those of us at wearecolerain.com. It's Jim and Terry Shear from Chicago, Illinois.
God bless you, Jim and Terry. Welcome to the broadcast. Hopefully it's a little cooler up there on the north side than it is down here, because it is humid and hot.
Clifford's going to come back out of the shotgun.
Let's see what he does, standing on the 40-yard line along with the lines right next to him. Here we go, a handoff to the number 3 who came across in a sweep. He's looking to run wide. He gets some room. He's got some blockers. He's down to the 20, the 15, the 10, the 5. He's got pushed out of bounds. I'm not sure if he got in or not. They're giving him the touchdown. I'm not sure about that, but he was awful close. So St. X, right away off the bat on a 35-yard end around, takes the ball into the end zone for the first score of the game.
Yeah, Ronnie Fricky takes his first carry of the game, gets to the corner, no penetration to the outside. Looks like he's out of bounds at the 1, but the referee's trailing the play. Call him in the end zone. So St. X draws first blood.
On again, the kick is number 85, Miles Homan. Snap is back, hold is down, kick is up. It's high, and it is good. So with 3:09 left to go in the first quarter, we have our first score of the game. The St. Xavier Bombers on a 35-yard touchdown run by Mr. Fricky lead the Colerain Cardinals 7-0.
And Colerain have done a good job so far, and St. X has shot themselves in the foot with a couple of turnovers, and this time on their shortest field, 35 yards. All it takes is one play. You know, they say grind it out, but there are athletes all over this field, and they can score at any time, so Colerain's just got to answer back. So we watching a replay here. Kind of hard to tell. The camera's behind him. Great shot there. We see the foot land out of bounds, but don't know if he made contact with the pylon. So great shots there, and thanks to everybody from Waycross Community Media for giving us these great shots of this game. And remember, you can watch this replay. Time Warner Cable 979 and Cincinnati Optic 850 tonight at midnight, Saturday at 9 p.m., Tuesday at 9:30 on Time Warner Cable 4 and Optics Cincinnati Bell 854 Monday at 2. Thursday at 5:30. Look to wearecolerain.com, and we'll have all the information on our webpage. So Reap and Asbury back.
So good news so far. That run for St. X, 35 yards. So far in the quarter, though, they only have 40 yards rushing. So, and 35 came on one run. So it's a little bit more encouraging play by the Colerain defense. Coleman once again kicks it, and once again it's headed to the end zone.
It's a wonder if he, unless by design, if he'll have one not go through the end zone all year.
Well, why would you do that?
You would never, ever not kick it through the end zone if you could. If you have that kind of weapon, there's absolutely no reason to try and do anything different. Unless you're down, of course, and you're trying to do a square or something like that. But when you have a 7-0 lead, you're at home, you're just going to... Again, and Colerain's offense at this point, 0 first downs. Not that dissimilar to last week. They have 0 passing yards and have managed 16 yards rushing. So, again, it's all on Colerain's offense.
They were one tackle away from Asbury breaking it. I mean, they came out of there, started at the 3, and they've made progress. They just need that one big confidence play.
And they've been hurting themselves. They haven't put a string of plays together.
Back in the I formation, Deshante Jones takes the ball, fakes the handoff, keeps himself, looks the pitch, and he does. The number 3, Jordan Asbury, makes a man miss. He's up the sideline. He's going to get out to about the
28. They're going to call him out of bounds.
Now that is the way the option is run.
Yep.
You run it to the short side, but he fakes to the fullback. He pulls it out of his belly, makes the proper read, the step back, reads down the line, makes a perfect pitch to Asbury, and he gets outside, looking to make one man miss. He does a good job, knocked out of bounds, but positive yards. Let's give him 9 on that
Also,
carry.
a little something different I've seen this week as well. Colerain has gone back to the traditional exchange wide receivers and have one of the wide receivers call the play rather than call the play from the sidelines at the line of scrimmage.
Deshante understanding his time, and this time pitches it deep back. It's going to be tough to get out of that. Jordan Asbury with a great stiff arm tries to get some room, jumps up in the air, and he's going to get back, I think, the right where he was. Maybe a 1-yard
by
gain.
that mark, they're going to say his forward progress is about a half-yard short.
That's close to it. You know,
Wow.
you know what it looked like on that play here? It looks like they know about Jordan Asbury as everybody does the city. They seem to have 3 guys spying him, and they're going to make somebody else big.
And it looks like on that spot, he landed at the 28, but in the air, he was in near the 30-yard line, and they pushed him backwards, so they'll give him forward progress. It'll be 3rd and inches.
Yeah,
Officially 2 yards over 2 yards rushing on that carry. So currently sitting at the 29.5-yard line. Need the 30 for the first down. 3rd and 1. This would be the first down of the game. Don't jinx it. Deshante understanding once again that I formation, takes it and keeps it himself and pushes forward.
Yeah,
Boy, you know what?
He's
Kudos to the offensive line, huh? How good does that feel?
Well, he just takes a snap and follows behind one of the senior captains, returning starter, Kendall Strader at center. And we saw a little hesitation last week on this play. He kind of didn't put his head down, stood a little too straight up. This time he lowers his shoulders, uses his strength, follows his offensive line, and nice first down, ball spotted at the 32.
Especially a goal line or short yard situation like that, it's against the 3-3-5. There's your weaknesses on either side of the center. All he's got to do is basically fall down forward there, and he's got the first down. That's exactly what he does.
The first down and 10 ball on the Colerain 32-yard line. Deshante Jones takes it once again, fakes the handoff, keeps it himself, makes a few man miss, picks up another 5 yards on the play. So that was some shifty move there by Deshante Jones, right in the middle of the defense.
Well, you like his body motions there. He makes the read and sees it and is looking for the pitch, But Hilliard jumps in front of him, and he sees it, and what does he do right away? Plants his foot and goes. Even if you're making the wrong decision, you made the right one there, but even if you're making the wrong decision, make a decision.
Yep, and always move forward. And that's exactly what he did. This is the progression of a quarterback. This is what you see in the progression of a quarterback in this offense. So good things from Deshante so far. So 2nd down and 5 now. Ball on the Colerain 37-yard line.
A little confusion on the formation there.
They got it now out of the I formation. Deshante back under center. Jordan Asbury in motion, and he receives the pitch. Back
He's
at the 30.
He's
got room, and he's going to have enough for the first down. Gets almost out to midfield, picks up another first down for the Cardinals, out to the 49-yard line. Move those chains.
It was a nice play. Looked like number 22. Am I right by saying that? Well, have him on my roster.
22.
That's it was pushed out of bounds by Rashawn Edwards.
Rashawn Edwards. They've got him listed as a center.
You should be sitting over here. I told you right here what's going on. Do you want to sit here?
No, you're good.
Okay.
You're good.
Because I can't. This helps me because I can't see. You know what I mean? Oh, they've been listed as a center.
That's a corner.
A corner.
Way to read your
CB as cornerback, Brandon.
Let's just see.
There we go. First down for Colerain at 49.
Handoff this time once again to number 9, Zach Edwards.
Runs hard, hit straight
Zach
up
Johnson,
by Hilliard.
Zach Johnson.
Zach Edwards plays for Middletown like 3 years ago.
I saw Edwards here, Rashawn Edwards. I had a name stuck in my head. Zach Johnson takes the ball, moves forward, picks up 2 yards on the play.
We made the mistake here of
and a tough 2 yards. He lays a hammer there, and he hits Hilliard, number 47, the number 1. We talked about it, the number 1 recruit, the number 1 linebacker ranked in the country
in Ohio.
No, he's in the country now.
Really?
Yeah, and he knocked him back 2 yards. So.
We apologize if Chris gets excited. We made the mistake. St. X here has provided stats, laptop of live stats. We made the mistake of putting it right in front of Chris.
So that's the end of the first quarter with the Colerain Cardinals trailing the St. Xavier Bombers 7-0, but they are on the move. We're going to take a real quick break here and fire off one of our ads. Go ahead, Brandon, hit it. Colerain Cardinals looking to try and keep this drive alive. We've seen 2 first downs on this drive, which I have to believe we didn't see that last week, Brian, until probably the 4th quarter. Oh, there's some important information right there on the screen.
Yeah, if you like what you're seeing and hearing tonight, we could do anything here without our volunteers. So if you'd like to help in a future broadcast, remember 513-825-2429 or visit www.waycross.tv/volunteer. Run a camera, learn the truck, just learn everything about the production. Thank you for all of our volunteers that are standing out in the seat. All the cameramen, all the guys in the trucks. Thank you, Tony Suarez. Thank you, everybody from Waycross Community Media.
Great group of people, great group of volunteers, dedicated people. And the great thing about Waycross, if you've got something in your community that you want broadcast, contact Waycross and they can talk to you and you can broadcast whatever it is that you've got. If you've got a civic event or a group or organization, give them a call. Start of the second quarter, the Colerain Cardinals trail the St. Xavier Bombers 7-0, but they are on the move, sitting at the St. X. Is that the 51? Kidding. 49-yard line. Into St. X territory, I believe, for the first time tonight. Deshante Jones under center, takes the ball, pitches it deep, caught. Jordan Asbury takes it, looking to make a move. Oh, that was a great defensive play. But he gets it all the way out to the 45-yard line. So it's going to be about a 4-yard rush.
Yeah, Hayden Speck comes up, coach's son. We see a little bit of pitch to the outside, and Asbury's got it. And we said earlier, plant your foot and go. Looks just a slight hesitation there. Tries to make Speck miss, but he doesn't. Gets a hand on him, and here comes the pursuit and the rest of the Bombers. So limits his gain, but it is only a 3rd down and 4.
And you said Hayden Speck. It's interesting. Both coaches have their sons on the defense. Hayden Speck, St. X coach Steve Speck's son. Kyle Bolden, starting middle linebacker for the Colerain Cardinals, is Tom Bolden's son.
So now back in the shotgun. Deshante Jones takes it. He keeps it inside. This is a design quarterback keeper. He saw something he's liked, and he made a lot of men miss. He's still on his feet. He's going to have enough for the first down past the 40-yard line.
Cardinals putting stuff together. X isn't giving up the big play right now, but Cardinals are steadily moving the ball.
Deshante Jones gets that in the outside and makes a bunch of people miss. The sophomore wide receiver, Hyde, if he makes one block, he's off to the races. But again, another first down for the Cardinals.
Taken down on that play by an often, sometimes forgotten linebacker on this defense who shouldn't be. Cole Jones made that tackle, and he is in my opinion, if not every bit as good as Justin Hilliard at this level, he's pretty close. He's
Just doesn't have the measurables.
That's got to be it, because he's a fantastic football player.
But last week,
as we talked to, I talked to Coach Bolden this week at the coaches show at Barnesburg Tavern every Tuesday night about Cole Jones. He said, ask T-Gray Scales how strong he is, a wrestler who battled against T-Gray Jones, T-Gray Scales up from Colerain last year. So 1st down and 10, ball on the 38-yard line.
Back under center is Deshaunte Jones. Fakes the handoff, keeps himself running around the end. He's found something.
He's got a seam.
Oh! Got his seam, and if it wasn't for the tackle, I believe that's number 6.
9.
Not 9? All right, number 9 made the shoestring tackle. Deshaunte Jones would have been gone.
Yeah, this time design, he keeps it himself, and there he goes. He's turning it up, and it's Lessering just gets a shoestring.
Look at that. Great tackle by number 9 for St. X. That was truly a touchdown-saving tackle.
And I know everyone listening right now live on wearecolerain.com loved that replay as we get another look at it again here.
I wish we could give it to you. Really, truly do. So 1st down and 10, another 1st down for the Cardinals. Deshaunte Jones takes it, pitches it out. Well covered by St. X. Let's see if some positive yards can be had there.
Oh, he got more than a couple positive yards.
Absolutely.
He almost got 6, maybe 7.
What an unbelievable run by Jordan Asbury. That was fantastic.
Well, it was a good play. He gets the pitch on the outside. He's looking for a blocker, and this time he's moving forward as he outruns Hilliard, but gets the corner. Nice stiff arm, but runs out of daylight, steps out of bounds, and picks up 5.
And that was one of those plays by design. If you looked at Sarley, he never fully engaged in everyone. He sort of just went with the play, knowing that momentum will allow Asbury to get by that corner.
It's a zone blocking scheme. If the guy commits, you hit him, but if he wants to run alongside you, you don't have to block him.
2nd down and 6, ball in the St. X 18-yard line. In the red zone are the Colerain Cardinals. Deshaunte Jones takes it, fakes the handoff, follows his fullback through the hole. He spins a few times.
It's close to the 1st down.
He's going to be about a yard short, but that was a good, solid run by Deshaunte Jones.
Loose would not be a little still on his feet. I don't know if he was loose.
All right. I got a little excited. I saw him slip through the initial
I saw, too, the little spin move, whoop-de-doo, but he's in the middle of the pile. He spun free of the tackle, but unfortunately for him, he was in the middle of the pile.
So Colerain looking to extend this drive, grinding out, looking for another 1st down. It's his 3rd down and 2 at the 14-yard line.
That was a 4-yard rush up the middle by Deshaunte Jones. Stopped by once again Hayden Speck and J.P. Bitzenhofer. Under center now is Deshaunte Jones. Takes the ball, gives the handoff to the fullback this time, and he's wrapped up by number 47 and a host of other Bombers. I don't think he's going to have enough for the 1st down. This will be an interesting play call.
Well, I tell you what, Colerain this year has got a pretty consistent kicker. It's a first-year starter, Danevsky. But your 4th down and 1 is a decision. It looks like Bolden's going to leave his offense out there.
That's a big play call here.
This is a big play call. This drive right now, they're going on 12 plays, 66 yards from starting all the way back at the 20-yard line. So you want to show your offense you believe in them and they can pick up 2 yards. It's a gutsy call because if they don't get the 2 yards, all of the momentum is kind of out of the sails.
But you have established this. You've shifted the tide. You've shifted field position.
That's exactly right, Brandon. Great point. So here we go. 4th down and 2.
They're going to call a timeout here a little bit and think about this play a little bit longer. Yeah, Brandon, you're absolutely correct. If they make this, it's a great boost. If they miss this, you drove down, but kind of maybe a little bit of wind out of the sail. Who knows? But you're just saying to your quarterback, to your offense, to your offensive line, you're saying, hey, I believe in you. Now you guys make it happen.
You've shown everyone. This is a team that had 1 yard of offense through a half of play last week.
Unbelievable.
They got outgained 500 yards to 137 yards. Anything they could do right now to say, hey, that's just a learning curve. That was a bump in the road. Everyone learns. This offense has to start clicking and start making things going. Everyone coming in this game had no respect for the Cardinals after week 1. All you got to do is start building on little thing after little thing and get it going and keep it close to the St. X Bombers in the halftime and win the game in the second half.
Watching the Bombers break the huddle there, one of the defensive coaches in there, ex-Colerain player, good friend of yours, and coached at Colerain last year, Brian Lanehart, the coach. You think having a coach like Lanehart on the field gives an advantage of what Colerain might do at this point?
He is a defensive coach. He has little knowledge of the offense, but he works on the other side of the ball.
So here we go, 4th down and 2.
So they break the huddle. They come out, and Coach Golden is making the adjustment at the line. St. X is kind of loading up the box.
They need to get moving.
They've gone 3 wide.
They need to move.
They've got plenty of time. He doesn't even have a morning hand up.
There we go. Deshaunte Jones takes it, fakes the handoff, keeps it himself.
He's got move.
He's going to have the first down. See how far he gets. He's into the end zone.
Touchdown!
Touchdown, Cardinals! Deshaunte Jones puts the Cardinals on the board. 6 points.
4th and 2 from the 14-yard line. He fakes a Monolo Caldwell up the middle and tries to get the outside. Gets around the All-American Hilliard and runs to the end zone. Stays in bounds. Nice athletic move. Nice play, Deshaunte Jones.
Can you feel the monkey being taken off of the back of this offense? That is a 80-yard drive that they just consummated.
80-yard
that ball in
drive,
the end zone.
no big plays. You grind it out, made much third down conversion. Here's Christian Danevsky to tie this ball game up. Hen on the hold.
So important. Special teams. Snap is back, hold is down, kick is up. It's high, and it is no good.
It was wide right.
Christian Danevsky normally nails. Maybe the pressure got to him a little bit there and kicked it wide right. But that's all right. Again, it seems like with this team, every time we're going to take a step forward, maybe we take one back. It was a good snap and a good hold as we see the replay here on Waycross.
Nice replay. I believe he just got his front foot a little bit too far in front of the ball and just kind of pushed it to the right. Got plenty of the ball. I just think his plant foot was off there. Not that I'm a special teams coach, but I played a lot of golf.
What? When did you play a lot of golf?
So here's the other side of the good news for Colerain. Not only have you put together the 80-yard drive, not only have you scored the touchdown, and you've brought your offense a lot more confidence in themselves, but you've given your defense a chance to rest.
Well,
last week they didn't get that chance.
Well, and if you get a good kick here and good coverage, you've changed positions, field position here. You now want to make X drive the field. But you made St. X defense out there a long time.
Absolutely. Again, we encourage you, if you're listening live on wearecolerain.com, to email us here in the booth. Let us know where you're listening from. The email address, radio@wearecolerain.com. Of course, you can find us on Twitter at wearecolerain and Facebook. Facebook page is growing day by day. We're approaching, we're close to 2,200 Twitter followers, which is fantastic. I'd love to get to about 2,500 by the end of the season. Help make that dream a reality.
Danevsky sets up for the kickoff.
That's Homer and Ankenbauer.
So first kickoff for Danevsky, and he kicked it and booted it into the end zone, feeling a little Holman envy. Wants to show off his big leg too, and Danevsky does exactly that. The St. X Bombers will start off on their own 20, 1st and 10.
Yeah, Ronnie Frick, tried to keep it in the field of play, couldn't hang on to it. You know, we know in high school football, all it's got to do is cross the plane, and it's dead. So St. X Bomber is going to take over. 8:19 left in this second quarter, only up 1 point on a missed extra point.
And as this is a GCL game, this game started at 7 o'clock.
Yep.
Something that GMC is going to be doing next year for all GMC games. Look, quick update of scores. LaSalle leads East Central 28-0. Elder up 21-14 on Lakota West. Centerville leads Springboro 14-3. And Lebanon leads Loveland 14-6. Mo up 15-0 on Covcath.
So Clifford in the backfield. Once again takes it. Pass is caught at the line of scrimmage. Colerain consumes the receiver, but not until he picks up about 4 yards out to the 24-yard line. It'll be 2nd down and 6.
Yeah, it was a little bubble screen to the outside. Nice play. It was set up, but a good play by Ryan Williams. They list him as a defensive lineman. They're going to kind of flex the defensive line. As we know about the defensive line of Colerain, you've got linebackers playing defensive line, and they're all about the same size, so speed to the ball, but he does pick up 4.
So 4-yard completion to Andrew Homer. 2nd down and 6 now on the 24-yard line. Snap is back. Once again, Clifford has a little trouble keeping it. He avoids a tackle, completes the pass, but consumed again. Number 30 for the Colerain Cardinals, number 10 for the Colerain Cardinals. Takes down, that is number 3 for St. X.
That's Keontae Jones along with Amir Reed, but a lot of pressure on the outside. Played nose tackle last week, has moved kind of outside linebacker. It's E.J. Harrell, the 5'7" senior. Got Colerain's mixed up a lot. You've got Demetrius Colbert, who played inside linebacker last week, is now on outside, and E.J. Harrell, your nose guard,
Oh, here we go. They got a quick snap. Sorry. Come right back to you.
Not going to get it.
Unbelievable. That was a direct handoff right to the tailback in number 8 for the Colerain Cardinals. And met him and pushed him backwards.
And that is a scout team. That is a film play. St. X did that a lot to East St. Louis. Before the snap, the middle linebacker came up. They were in a you had 4 defensive linemen. They knew that play was coming, and they were ready for it. What a great play by the Colerain coaches right there. That is a film stop right there for the Colerain Cardinals.
So mere readback for the Colerain Cardinals.
You should have seen the film that made the tackle. Snap is back. Punt is up. It is high. It is deep. Pushes Reed back. Catches it just past the 25 yard line.
But did he kick his coverage? He's looking to get to the outside. Reed makes a kick. He's got nobody in front of him.
He's got Hilliard. He's just got Hilliard. He beat inside, outside, gets to the aids.
Amir Reed.
There are a flag on the play. There might have been they're calling a block in the back or an illegal block. The ball spotted all the way back to the 40.
Where did they throw the flag?
On the 40-yard line.
It was the one on Deshaun Sarley. I think he tried to get, it was one of those where it's bang, bang.
You always say head in front, but
you know,
I have to see the replay.
We're going to see the replay here on Waycross. And
hopefully.
Again, for those of you listening live on wearecolerain.com, check our schedule. You can watch this replay.
It's not at the initial one here. It's number 5, right about the 40-yard line is where the flag is being put.
We're not sure if we're going to get it.
That's clean. The big hit there. That's right there where they're going to call it.
I thought that was
there might have been
one. Yeah, that one was, if you see it, based on the way the man was following the position of the offensive blocker, I think that might have been the call. But I'll excuse my, Sarley was not the one who made the penalty. He's the one who laid out 2 bombers on that return.
I'll tell you what, man, it's just these little things, right? It's a little penalty here, a little misstep there. You know, you just wait for that moment when they start going. But hey, you know what? We're so impatient as Colerain fans. We expect them to come out of week 1 and score 50 points. It doesn't happen like that every year. Your offense needs time to gel, and that's what this offense is doing. First down and 10.
First down and 10 at their own 30-yard line.
With a big return negated. Deshaunte Jones takes it, drops back, looks to pass, doesn't like it, tucks it, going to keep it himself.
He's still on his feet.
Unbelievable. Deshaunte Jones all the way out, picks up enough for the first down to the 45-yard line. That's the kind of patience and vision that Deshaunte brings to the position.
Well, just one man out in the coverage. He steps back and sees it covered. It's not there, so he's going to go right away without hesitation and taking it up the middle. We saw his athleticism as a wide receiver last year, and he just liked running hard. Again, another shoestring tackle, but a big gain from Deshaunte Jones out to the 44-yard line.
14 yards on the play, tackled by Cole Jones. So again, this St. X defense is back on the field after just getting off. Deshaunte Jones takes it, fakes the handoff, runs around the end. He got back to the line of scrimmage, and I think he may even picked up 2 yards, which he was lucky to do. There were 3 St. X Bombers in the vicinity ready to make the tackle.
Yeah, Hayden Speck really closed in from the outside, but Deshaunte, low man wins in football, got underneath Speck and did get 2 yards out of what should have been a 2-yard loss.
Yeah, absolutely.
And again, we see it again, that wrinkle. For the past couple of years, Colerain has got to the line of scrimmage, look to the sidelines, get an audible or run what was originally called. Now they're going back to traditional. Put the wide receiver, switch them in and out each play, and bring the play directly to the huddle.
Well, you've got to switch up an offensive line. We still haven't seen Noel back in the ball game, so that might be a little bit, you don't want to confuse.
Deep shotgun. Deshaunte takes it, passes it. It is caught at the 50 by Jordan Asbury. Going to be short of the first down by 3 or 4 yards, stays in bounds, so the clock keeps ticking as we go under 5 minutes here remaining in the first half of play. Colerain trailing St. X 7-6.
Yeah, get your athletes in space. Just a quick hitch out there to Asbury. He turns to try to get there. Nice play to contain him. Gets the outside, forced out of bounds. Coach Bolden asking for a little bit of late hit there on the sidelines. We didn't follow through in the replay because it's always questionable, the momentum there on the sideline.
Yeah,
you're making a tackle.
It was the same on the 3rd down stop there. Colbert took lines to the sidelines, momentum sort of took him out there. Yeah. So
there's a lot of intensity between these two schools. There always is. This is the last game of the current contract, but there's already been discussion about re-upping for another 2 years, and I sure hope they do.
So 3rd and 3.
See what they do here. Throw it down under center. Oh, we have someone jumping.
And it'll be 3rd and 8.
Looks like they got Howard Watkins, a 6'3", 240-pound sophomore offensive lineman there. Shows a little bit of youth and gets a little bit of head start on everybody else. So a 3rd and 3 is going to turn into a 3rd and 8 and take it back into Colerain territory.
He wasn't offsides. Everyone else just didn't go.
You're going to blame that?
Coming from a former offensive lineman.
And from an offense, yeah, you used to play center, so that was you're blaming that on the center?
I was just giving him the benefit of the doubt by throwing the rest of the team under the bus.
Gotta love his aggressiveness there, but
thanks again for tuning in to WeAreColerain.com's production of Colerain Cardinal football 2014 here, week 2 action against the St. Xavier Bombers as the Colerain Cardinals look to wipe the taste out of their week 1 loss to LaSalle out of their mouths and take it out on these Bombers.
So 3rd down and 9, ball back into Colerain territory at the 46. They spread it out, gone 4 wide shotgun.
Trips to the left.
Let's see what they can do here. Single back.
They better get it off quick. Nope, they're not going to.
Unfortunately, we've got penalties, and that's going to be another delay. That's going to be their first delay of game penalty against Colerain.
And we talked about how they switched up the way they're playing calling the plays. That's the one disadvantage of bringing the guy in each time. If you call it at the line, you get it right away. Get the play in. You got to take the time when you bring the play in from the sidelines.
So we just went from 3rd and 3 to 3rd and 13, and that's a bad situation to be in with a young and inexperienced offense. Once again, same formation. Trips to the left, single wide set, receiver out, single man in the backfield. Deshaunte Jones takes it, pitches it, and it's dropped. It's on the ground. It's all over the place, and St. X is going to have the ball and recover.
Yeah, they went option to Zach Johnson there, and he just never got the handle. Fumbled it. So he was watching the replay. It's not a bad pitch, but he just kind of took his eye off and really can't get a handle on it. Takes the hit, and the ball's loose, and St. Xavier takes over in Colerain territory. No benefit of stopping them on 4th down and getting a punt to change, so they have changed field position back in Colerain territory starting.
Yeah, that's unfortunate because, you work so hard, you get that touchdown, you flip field position, you get the ball back. Turnover is clearly the worst enemy of any team, but it's specifically one that runs the ball as much as Colerain does. You don't ever want to do that. So now the Bombers take over with 3.5 minutes to go here in the first half.
And they come out 2 tight ends and put a fullback in the ball game.
Clifford under center, fakes the handoff, drops back, looks to pass, has plenty of time, throws it deep down the field. It's going to be
narrowly
intercepted. Jeff Christian on the coverage, in and out of his hands. Almost no excuse for that. I really wish he could have pulled. I was behind him a little.
Kind of got behind him.
Yeah.
He got screened a little bit when you're going down a little bit behind him, but
I'm sure he'd like that one
They say time
back.
and time again, there's a reason they're defensive backs. If they could catch the ball, they play wide receiver. But the lone senior in this defensive back, Christian, did not. One cardinal rule that you always make: never let a man deep. And they went play action and went for the home run there, but.
And I'll tell you, that is not. You've only seen that. It's the first time this game you've seen that from Clifford, the sophomore quarterback. Now, under center takes the ball, fakes the handoff again, drops back to pass.
He's got a man.
He's under pressure. He's got a man. Completes it to number 20. He's got the first down out to the 30. Yeah, that one's coming back.
It's going to be downfield, so it'll be about a second and maybe 3 or 4. Well, it's a 15-yard penalty, so it might push it back even further. But yeah, let's
see where they put it.
That was an unnecessary play by the offensive player, if that indeed is the call.
Most blocking the backs are. He was already down there. They had slipped the fullback out of the backfield and found him. Colerain linebackers over pursuing. They go play action, and they just slip him out there, and there's nobody out there within 15 yards, and he's already past the block. He's already past the defender. Tried to get a number here.
I believe that was number 20, Raekwon Lawson, the 6-foot wide receiver. It was number 20 who caught the ball. And they've got 2 20s on the roster.
It was Noah Davis.
But I'll take it as the wide receiver.
Yeah,
Noah Davis on the coverage. So second down and 6.
On the penalty.
Second down and 6 now. On the 37-yard line. Number 3 in motion. Clifford takes it. Pass complete to number 5. Makes one man miss. Takes it out past the 30-yard line. It's going to be enough for the first down. So it'll be first down for the Bombers inside the Colerain 30-yard line. They'll set it up at the 29.
Yeah, just a quick little seam pattern. He goes out there and outside receiver cuts inside the inside receiver, and there's a Colerain tackler there to make it. Just runs through it, doesn't make it. A Reap finally takes him down, but not after he gets into the 29-yard line.
Missed tackle, such a
And if you're St. X, you're going to take points here. Any way you get them, they get the ball back to start the next half.
Only 2:54 left.
So once again, same play. The pass is out to number 3. I believe that's Fricky. He's got it. It's taken down at the 20-yard line. It's going to be close to a first down, maybe a yard or 2 short.
And what they're doing, the Colerain is just they're always the cornerbacks and safeties are on an island. They got one-on-one over there, and they're saying, hey, our senior wide receivers can block your sophomore cornerbacks, and just getting the hat on them, it does stop them.
But not until after he's gained 9 yards on the play.
And also taking advantage of the fact that Colerain is playing so close up the middle that that little soft spot there in the slot is open.
Quick snap this time to number 4. He stays on his feet. He makes several man miss, and he's still on his feet as number 4. That's their big senior, Ben Glines, who takes it inside the 10-yard line.
He's getting up a little slow, though. I don't know if that's a cramp or what.
He hadn't touched the ball enough, I believe, to cramp, but he goes up there. Colerain bottled him up, but really no contact by the defensive lineman. He had ran into the back of his own offensive line, but stays patient and gets outside. Kind of gets stretched out there. So Colerain with a man down, losing Desmond Noel. Hopefully Glines is okay himself.
And it's something we saw last week, too. They got to the point of attack, but didn't wrap up, didn't keep the man in the grasp, and he escaped for an extra yard.
Well, really, there wasn't much contact. He ran up
into his own line.
Into his own line. So a good push from Colerain Cardinals, but really, no one actually got a chance to get a hand on him.
Now, Brian, here we are. We sit with 2 minutes and 13 seconds left to go. Granted, the Bombers are pushing. Here comes Glines. He steps up, and he walks off the field of his own power. A little gingerly. May just rolled that ankle a little bit, so hopefully that young man's okay. He's got a great season ahead of him, so hopefully nothing wrong there. You have to feel good if you're a Colerain fan about what you've heard and what you've seen so far.
You're still down a point. I don't care how good you feel, you're still not winning.
Well, that's true, but last week it was 34-14 at the half.
This isn't last week.
I understand.
This week. I'm just saying.
But I want to see progress, and I think I've seen some progress tonight.
Expectations are always high at Colerain, but yeah, I do agree with you.
So here we go now.
Partially.
First down and goal at the 8-yard line. Clifford takes it, fakes the handoff, keeps it himself. He throws it into the end zone, and it's caught by number 48 of the St. Xavier Bombers for a touchdown. That is Brian Jacob, who's listed as a 6'1" senior linebacker. Kind of just snuck into the flat there, and there was no one within 5 yards of him.
And I'll tell you what, the quarterback had the choice of 2 receivers. Again, play action, roll the opposite way. He had either the running back in the flat or the tight end over top. He chose the tight end. Either one was open for a touchdown on that play.
They got them, the tight ends lined up as H-backs. They got H-backs as fullbacks. They've got a lot of height and size out there, and it all comes in the decision-making of the quarterback, and this time he makes the right decision. Good play call. Extra point is good. 14-6 Bombers. 150 left to go in a half. And just remember again, let's read back this playback schedule. Thanks to everybody here at Waycross Community Media. This game can be seen on Time Warner Cable and Cincinnati Bell Phi Optics. $9.79 on Time Warner, $8.50 on Phi Optics tonight at midnight. Saturday at 9 p.m., Tuesday at 9:30. And on Time Warner Cable 4 and Phi Optics 8:54, Monday at 2. Thursday at 5:30. It's also available Time Warner Channel 8 in Green Hill, Sports Park, and Springfield Township. But you can go to wearecolerain.com and get the complete list of playback schedule.
So with under 2 minutes to go here in the first half, just a reminder for those of you, again, listening live on wearecolerain.com, we will step away during halftime with radio silence, and we'll be back on the air with approximately 5 minutes to go in halftime to go over stats and any score updates we may have from around the city.
Now, Chris, looking down on the field, there is a little bit of movement from the flags and the goalpost. We got about a 3-mile-an-hour wind coming out of the southeast. Do you think Homan will put it into the end zone against this stiff wind?
I believe that's called sarcasm, Chris.
I believe I can recognize it. Holman lines up, kicks the ball. It's high.
Wind's holding it up. Wind's holding it up.
It is into the end zone.
1 yard deep this time.
Last week, I think he kicked 2 to like the 1 or the 2. He didn't get them all in. But
there was a much stiffer wind and rain during that game.
Yeah, that was a mess, wasn't it? Well, that was Saturday. It wasn't bad Saturday.
It was last Saturday.
Yeah, last Saturday.
Maybe late. I think late in the game.
They had a 3 o'clock kickoff.
There you go.
So Colerain's going to take over. 150 left in this half. Down 14-6 at their own 20-yard line.
So it'll be interesting to see what Colerain does here. Maybe you want to run the ball, maybe keep the clock going in case you don't pick up this first down, but still in a play and formation that keeps the possible ability of running this no huddle.
You look at quick decision making, get your receivers out there. If it's not there, he can tuck it and go. But you got Asbury one-on-one with a lot of wheels on the outside.
Trips to the right. Deshante takes it, fakes the pass, keeps himself, gets through the hole, looks for one block. He's out to the 30. He's going to have enough for the first down. He's pushed out of bounds, but not until he gets all the way up to the 42-yard line. Huge run for Deshaunte Jones.
Like I said, you want to run the ball just in case you don't get the first down, but still set up the 2-minute offense well.
Look at that step. Look at that first step on the replay. I tell you what, this young man can move. He's got some athleticism.
Well, they overloaded the right side with wide receivers and just a quarterback draw. He followed Monolo Caldwell, the fullback, out to left. Good block by Beebe on the outside.
And we talked about it last year for the Colerain Cardinals. Just like Kelvin Cook, Deshaunte Jones can get skinny in the hole.
Yeah. Deshaunte Jones takes it. This time rolls to his right, looking to do something. Taken down by that man again, number 44, Cole Jones. I got to ask, how did he not see him coming?
Because it's backside, and that's on your guard and running back. Both of them looked at the defensive player and let him right through, looked at the other one like they were going to get him. That's on your blocking up front.
Yeah, that's what you call lookout block.
Both of them looked at him, and he split right in between.
And just because you see him, he's coming from the backside. Just because you see him doesn't mean you can get away. Cole Jones can fly. He's a good athlete.
No question. But
and running away, you really can't set your feet. He saw him, but didn't see him soon enough.
So that is an 8-yard loss on the play. It's now 2nd and 18. Deshaunte Jones takes it, tries to get skinny through the hole. He's going to get positive yards on the play, but he's taken down. Clock ticks now under a minute to go here in the first half.
And Steve Specht
going to call a timeout here to the Bombers. They want the ball back, looking for this young Colerain team maybe to stop them here or get a turnover.
And even if Colerain picks up some yardage here, I don't think St. X really cares to set up their offense here. They're trying to set up a special teams play because they've become kind of close on those punts, and Danevsky has gone kind of shaky. He's gone boom or bust on his punts.
Yeah, a good replay. You guys can't hear it at home, but we can see it here at Waycross. That ball did come loose on the tackle. Deshaunte Jones was good to just happen to fall right on top of it.
They've got to secure the football. They've done well in doing that this game. Last week they had some struggles with it, but again, week 1, new offense, for a lot of these players. I'm not sure what that thing was. I think that's the big blue monster. I think that's what they call him.
It's like the thing at Xavier University. No one really knows what it is.
I don't know what it is. It's like some fictitious thing that just gives me nightmares. Anyway, that's inappropriate. So here we go. Not the mascot. The mascot's great. I bet he's a big hit with the kids. They think he's like a Sesame Street character or something. It's fantastic. St. X student section, of course, here in droves. I don't know, probably can't get a shot of them, but they're here in droves.
I saw a tweet earlier. They had to limit the sale of tickets to the student section.
Yeah.
Well, what that means is they had to limit the sale.
There they are. Look at that. There's your Waycross folks.
What that means is they had to go to extreme measures to get tickets.
Back on the field, 3rd down and 14, ball at their own 38-yard line. Out of the shotgun.
Yep, Deshaunte Jones in the shotgun. Snap is back. He takes it. We've got some
early movement there.
False start. They're going to back him back another 5 yards. 3rd and 14, 3rd and 19. What difference does it really make?
Well, here's the
5 yards.
Here's the thing, though. If you're Colerain and you don't get this first down, 1 second ran off the clock right there.
There you go.
So, but if they get the first down, that works against you. So
we've had 19-yard plays tonight. Deshaunte Jones.
And that's Coach Specht is exactly.
He saw
just caught what I saw.
Please put 1 second back on the clock.
Or they already did. It's already done. They didn't even the scoreboard crew on their toes there. They didn't even have to get the signal from the referees. They knew the mistake.
So much respect between these two schools, these two programs. You think Coach Specht is looking back to last week and the loss that Colerain took? Absolutely not. He knows this is a tough fight and he wants every second he can get. So now it's 3rd down and 19 on their own 33-yard line. Deshaunte Jones takes it, looks to run, and just runs it right up the middle.
Yes, the Bombers had brought an extra defensive back, so there were less linebackers in defensive line. Colerain didn't get him blocked. I don't mind the quarterback draw there because you had him spread out, but
and he forced the
no
Bombers
block up front,
forcing the Bombers to take a timeout. Nathan, you gotta like this name for the St. X on the tackle. Nathan Winning with the tackle with St. X Bombers.
Winning.
St. X Bombers will take a timeout with 52 seconds to play in the half.
1 timeout remaining. Again, for those of you listening on We Are Colerain, thank you so much for tuning in. We appreciate it. Only gotten 1 email so far, so a little disappointed at that.
2. We have one from your wife, but we usually get inundated with those.
What did my lovely wife have to say?
She gave us some instructions on how to handle heat stroke.
It is warm, but thankfully it's cooling down a little bit in the booth. Hopefully everyone can see the broadcast okay, and the ads haven't been too disruptive for everyone. So there you have it. Under a minute to go. The Colerain Cardinals facing 4th down and 18. They're going to be forced to punt. Let's see what Danevsky can do with this.
And we'll see if X goes for the block or the return here. It looks like they're setting up for the block.
They've got a history of blocking kicks. Looking, it's Matt Turner on the snap. Danevsky setting up at his own 20.
Snap is back. Danevsky got it. Hold on.
And it looks like one of the Cardinals rocked a bit up front.
And I tell you what, they really knocked Danevsky over. They blew the whistle dead, yet they continued on and hit the punter there.
They
after
smashed
the kick.
him. Yeah. I mean, it's funny. It's one of those things where one bomber blocked him, the other bomber into him. So, I mean,
can you rough, Brandon, answer me this. Can you
play
rough
is dead.
the kicker?
The play,
no,
the play is dead.
All right. That's what I was going to ask you.
So,
I know, and I answered, and then Chris rudely interrupted me.
4th down and 23, another 5 yards. So this series has gone the complete wrong way for the Colerain Cardinals. Now sitting at the 29-yard line. 4th and 23. Danevsky back to punt. Snap is back. He's got it. They do not rush. He kicks it. It's high. Going to come down and bounce. Fortunately, take a St. X bounce, but stays on.
I think it was out of bounds when it took the bounce.
I think you're absolutely right. Out of bounds at the St. X 41-yard line. So
44 seconds left. The Bombers have one timeout left.
They'll have
rely on the young arm of this Sean Clifford, that they call their super sophomore. But you know what? They've got a kicker has shown a big leg. So
yeah, I don't mean. I think if you're St. X, I think you're happy with the three points here. Don't do anything stupid. If you're the young quarterback, probably being told right now, hey, we don't need the home run. Take what you can get. We have one timeout. Work with it. Colerain here is going to have to respond. They've been doing well against the run. See how they respond against a likely pass situation.
Line's not out. They got a different running back. Prophet in the ball game at running back.
I haven't seen Prophet yet this game. So here we go. Clifford drops back to pass. Looks to throw deep down the side.
And that was a play to St. X. They're going to have advantage on this all year. 6'6" Andrew Homer. That was just a throw and hope to him, but a good coverage on the play by
Amir Reap.
Amir Reap, number 10 for the Colerain Cardinals on the coverage.
Amir Reap.
Reap, the sophomore, 5 foot. Well, no, they list him as 6'1", don't they?
6 foot, 175 sophomore.
A transfer from Roger Bacon.
So he's got a big responsibility in front of him tonight.
So you stretch out the defense here. Do you go play action and try to find a tight end underneath?
We'll see. 2nd down, 10, and he hands it off right away to number 32. Makes a few men miss. He's going to be taken down just short of the 1st down, right at the 50-yard line. Most importantly, kept in bounds.
And they're going to be spiking the ball here.
Bolden and Davis take him down short. No, you're not going to use a timeout. Ticks under 25 seconds. And they're not spiking. They're going.
Look at that.
Goodness gracious. Christian read that if it was there.
I'll tell you what, Achenbacher. Ankenbauer has had a good game so far there, but he almost made a costly mistake there. He played like it was a spike. Everyone else on St. X didn't. Went to throw it to him, and it was almost a pick 6.
So 4th down and 1 at the 50, they're going to go for it.
Why not if you're the Bombers?
Clifford's just going to take it. He's going to step back and hit it. He's caught in the backfield. The Colerain Cardinals have got the ball. The St. Xavier.
That came from the outside. Was that
number 11?
Number 11 for the Colerain
Davis,
Cardinals.
I believe.
Yep, Ryan Davis. Again, another sophomore. So with 14 seconds to go, the Colerain Cardinals take over.
Davis and E.J. Harrell.
And I'll tell you what, the Cardinals have 2 timeouts, 14 seconds. We talked about the St. X kicker's leg. Danevsky can kick a 50-yard field goal, too.
Colerain has 2 timeouts.
He's young and a little bit inconsistent, but I have seen him hit over 50.
In practice. This will be his first time in game.
Well, let's get him there first. Let's hold on to the ball. Let's not fumble it. In the shotgun, Deshaunte Jones. He takes it. He looks to pass. He throws it to the sideline. Caught by number 15, Spencer Henn, the backup quarterback, and takes it right out of bounds. Only 4 seconds off the play clock. Or off the clock, excuse me.
Runs down to 10 seconds. Only picks up 5 yards. Going to have to get a bigger chunk than that with 10 seconds left.
Once again in the shotgun. Snap is back. He's got it. This time it's passed out and it's wide. It was a forward pass, so it's incomplete. It'll be 3rd down.
Yeah, a little bubble screen out there on the outside.
Sarley's helmet came off. They're going to rule he doesn't have to come out because it was knocked off by a St. X player.
So now it's
just 3 seconds off the clock.
So anything here, any kind of pass play here is going to have to be to the sideline to preserve any hope of trying to kick
St. X is going to be protecting that sideline. You got Asbury in the middle of the field. Colerain likes to run that post seam. You can get him deep up the middle, but you got to give him time to throw.
Yep, snap is back. Deshaunte looks to throw, and he throws it, and it's caught by, oh, it's right through Asbury's hands. It was a high throw.
Sarley again.
I'm sorry, number 5, Sarley. Right through his hands.
All right, so
2 seconds left.
Here comes a play that Colerain Cardinals. It's the last play every week for your outside, your passing drill. This is the last play. It's just line 3 up to one side, throw it in the end zone, and hope someone comes down with it. Yeah. Hail Mary here with 2 seconds to play.
Let's see what
brings in a
Deshaunte's
tight
got.
end here. You're going to have Kevin Hyde up top. Sarley.
Asbury.
Spencer Henn is coming to the ball game.
Spencer
So
Henn.
he has the better arm. Jones in at wide receiver.
The snap is back, and it's bounced. Spencer rolls. He looks to throw. He's got some time, and he throws it deep. It's going into the end zone.
They catch it.
Cardinals.
Sarley makes the catch. No, they're calling it incomplete off
It
the
wouldn't
tip.
have mattered. It would have been short of the goal line. But
it was close.
as it is, at halftime, it's the St. X Bombers 14, your Colerain Cardinals 6.
Thanks for listening on wearecolerain.com. We're going to break, and we'll be back with 5 minutes left to go in the half.
I began producing and volunteering for Waycross when I was in the 7th grade. Since then, I have produced many programs that have won awards on the local, regional, and even national level.
Waycross Media was the ideal place for me. I just got involved in, as I say, as a hobby and continued on from there.
Anyone with a message that they want to share should come to Waycross, take the classes, and produce their own television show.
Hey, son. So, you're turning 13, becoming a man. Your hormones are surging, starting to notice the girls. Maybe your body's doing some funny things. So, you want to talk? Or we could talk about drugs.
Yeah, let's talk about drugs.
There's no wrong way to talk to your kids about drugs, but you'll need to be ready. We can help. Visit our website at drugfree.org.
The Ohio High School Athletic Association is about sports, that's obvious. But it's more than just a competition. What we're really about is learning. Young men and young women stretching themselves in pursuit of the ideals that will guide them for a lifetime. It is an important mission, and we share it with schools, families, and communities. As Commissioner of the Ohio High School Athletic Association, I look forward to working with you to help our young people build their futures.
get the eyes going. Shirt you're wearing. Come here. Just everybody go hang out over there at the flag and run out with Hey guys, come on. Let's get a little hail to the victors, right? Hail to the...
Studio A is our main studio that has the power of airing your programs live across all of Cincinnati. Studio A is equipped with 4 high-grade professional Hitachi cameras, a lighting board, along with a 900 square foot studio. With such a large studio, you can produce anything to a 1-hour talk show to a band performance. The control room was built to hold a full crew, so each person is assigned to a piece of equipment.
I walked into Waycross not knowing basically anything about running a show, a television station, anything like that at all. Just the 3 short days, I mean, what an incredible amount of information I got. The instructor was very, very knowledgeable, took the time to explain each and everything to me in great detail. The way that the class was structured, it was very, very simple to understand. I mean, it was very fast-paced, but there was so much information that I gathered so very quickly. I was able in a very, very short time, with some practice and some help from the staff at Waycross, to be able to produce my own show within 2 weeks.
If you'd like to learn how Studio A operates, Waycross has 5 workshops throughout the year where you can sign up, get certified, and produce your own TV show. Once you're certified, then you can produce a single or a series program that will reach over 37,000 viewers on a weekly basis. Contact Waycross at 825-2429.
More yards than last week. And we are back on Waycross Community Television and wearecolerain.com. I am Brandon Wyatt alongside Brian Wyatt and Chris Himonitis. It is the Colerain Cardinals trailing the St. X Bombers 14-6 at halftime. We get a quick breakdown of your first half stats. Throwing the ball, neither team with too much success. DeShante Jones, 2 of 5 for 9 yards, along of 5. Spencer Head did have that Hail Mary thrown at halftime that fell short, so he's 0 for 1. For the St. X Bombers, Sean Clifford is 7 of 13 with 1 touchdown pass and 1 interception, 78 yards total for passing. Rushing, DeShante Jones, 19 attempts, 104 yards and a touchdown in the first half. Jordan Asbury with 6 touches for 25 yards. Jack Zonson, 2 carries, 2 yards. Manolo Caldwell with 1 carry for 0 yards. For the St. X Bombers, Ronnie Fricky, just 1 touch, but he went 35 yards for a touchdown for the Bombers. Ben Glines, just 6 carries and 17 yards. Sean Profit for 2 carries for 8 yards receiving. Asbury with 1 5-yard catch, and Spencer Hen with 1 4-yard catch. For the Bombers, Andrew Homer, 2 catches, 12 yards. Ronnie Fricky, 2 catches, 12 yards. Sam Ackenbauer, 1 catch, 32 yards. Charles Guide, 1 for 14, and Brian Jacob, 1 catch for 8 yards, but his was a touchdown. From the team stats, Colerain with 7 first downs to the St. X Bombers 4. Rushing attempts, 28 for the Cardinals for 131 yards. 9 rushing attempts for the St. X Bombers for 60 total yards. 9 pass yards for the Cardinals, 78 for the Bombers. 2 of 6 passing, 7 of 13 for the Bombers. Cardinals with 34 plays in the first half for 140 yards. St. X with 22 plays for 138 yards. That 140 yards is more than Colerain had in all of their Week 1 game. Average yard per play for the Cardinals, 4.1. For the St. X Bombers, 6.3. Neither team has had a kickoff return, 1 punt return for each. Colerain returned there 16 yards, St. X 12 yards. 1 INT for either team. The Colerain Cardinals have that 1 with 0 yards returning. Neither team has returned to fumble, but Colerain Cardinals have 1 of which they lost. St. X has 1 which they did not lose. Penalties, 6 against the Cardinals for 44 yards, 2 against the Bombers for 15 yards. Punts, 4 for the Cardinals, averaging 33 yards, 2 for the Bombers, averaging 44 yards. In time of possession, Cardinals doubling up on the Bombers in the first half. 16 minutes, 18 seconds for the Cardinals, 7 minutes, 42 seconds for the Bombers. Cardinals were 2 of 9 on 3rd down, but 1 of 2 on 4th down. St. X was 1 for 4 on 3rd and 0 for 1 on 4th down.
But looking at that, Brandon, I don't know if that shows on that the average starting position for possessions. St. X has done what they always plan to do: stop Colerain deep, and they pretty much, both of their scoring drives have come on short fields that started inside the Colerain 40. Inside the 50. Colerain's lone touchdown was an 80-yard drive, so Colerain is showing to move the ball, but it's those little mistakes, that little turnover they've had that's given St. X Bombers the short field.
You're exactly right, Brian. That's a great point. While Colerain clearly has taken a step forward offensively. We talked about the beginning of the game. What did Colerain need to do to find success tonight? to potentially pull out a win against a very good St. X team is to find their identity offensively. And clearly early on, their identity is being found through the quarterback, first-time junior starter, Deshaunte Jones. He's taken the ball. He's put the team on his back. He feels, looks to be a little bit more comfortable out there. Again, when he drops back in passing, whether he's rolling out or straight back, you can still see he's a little bit uncomfortable in that role. Again, first-time starter at the quarterback position, but clearly he's got vision. He's got some moves. He likes to, as we've said on the broadcast, get skinny. He gets in the middle of the defense, can make some people miss. But again, with a young team like this, again, we keep saying sophomores, juniors, sophomore. It's about finding a way to gel as a team and cut out the mistakes. And they, unfortunately, too many times tonight have still been bit by those, and hence they trail St. X. Only one score, 14-6. So that's important to note. That's only one score. So this is a very close game. It's a great game. Sad you can't be out here if you're listening to us, but if you are, thank you so much for taking the time to tune in to wearecolerain.com. And for those of you watching the replay on Waycross, we really appreciate you tuning in and watching there as well.
One thing I saw when Colerain took the field, Desmond Noel, their big offensive lineman, shoulder pads off on crutches. The good job is done up front. They've kind of a mismatched, kind of move guys around to make up for the what we call Big Red. One of the biggest offensive linemen, the guy with the biggest future here, I think, at Colerain. But give the guys credit up front for stepping up. Niehaus, Watkins, Beebe, Turner, Gilbert, and Strader have done a really good job. And on the defensive front there and they've been battling. They've been Simeon Lane, Gerbis, and Winning doing a great job. And it's a battle in the trenches, and we've got 2 more quarters to play, and we'll see who got anything left in the tank.
You talk about the Cardinals on offense. They've given up 14 points, but only a handful of yards. We're really impressed with the Colerain defense, especially after last week's performance. They're mixing things up. We saw a defensive lineman go to linebacker, seen linebackers play up. They played with 4 off defense linemen at times. Not a thing you see normally from the Colerain defense. Same times they go with the 6-man front, really trying to force the St. X Bombers to throw the ball.
And then Bombers has done a good adjustment. Colerain putting so many guys up in the box, and they've gone play action and hit, 6 different receivers, either fullbacks, H-backs, tight ends. We don't know where they're lining up, but they've got a bunch of guys that are 6'4", 6'5". They're all over the place, and they're Colerain defensive backs one-on-one, and great decision so far by Sean Clifford, the sophomore quarterback tonight.
So here we go. Getting ready to start the second half action. Colerain did receive the ball to start the game, so they're going to kick off here to start the second half. Nesky get his foot under it, and he kicks it deep. It's a low liner, and it's into the end zone for a touchback.
I apologize for that.
Yeah,
I don't know what that was.
Yeah, please don't do that again.
Got a little excited coming out of half. But yeah, we have not seen it yet. It's been a kick battle of the foot so far tonight. Have not seen a return.
Battle of the foot. No reference of the foot. Well, it is such a huge weapon when you've got a kicker in high school who can put the ball in the end zone consistently. You don't even allow that other team the opportunity to run the ball out and get any more positive yards than just starting them off at the 20. I love it. I think it's great.
So here comes Clifford leading the Bomber offense back out onto the field. No Glines in the backfield. That's Sean Profit and a tailback.
Glines came up a little gimpy there at the end of the half. We'll see what happens here in the second.
So Clifford takes it, fakes the handoff, going to keep it himself. He's trying to stretch it out. He does, but not. He gets maybe 2 yards on the play. In pursuit for the Colerain Cardinals, number 4.
And I think
that was number 10.
Yeah, they'll get 2 yards. Will be the final
play
spot.
Action. He gets E.J. Harrell to bite on that, but gets outside. But nice job there by Maine Williams, your senior captain, to force him out of bounds and limit him to about 3-yard gain.
The future Bobcat there with the tackle.
That's right, Maine Williams committed to Ohio University.
He'll be joining his brother. His brother is on the coaching staff, former Colerain Cardinal Buda Williams.
There you go, 2nd down and 7 now. Snap is back. Clifford rolls to his left. Pass is complete, caught, positive yards. Tackled, taken down. I believe that was that Jeff Christian on the tackle?
With the tackle, Ackenbauer, though, not pick up the first down.
Yep. Yeah, staying patient. Had no success down the field, but these little outs, getting their athletes in space and just being patient, sticking with the 6 to 8 yard gains. So far successful for the Bombers.
So that was an 8-yard completion to Ronnie Fricky to the St. X 31-yard line. First down, St. X. Under center now is Clifford. Takes the ball, hands the ball right off to number 32. He takes it, he makes a few men miss. He's on his horses, and he's into Colerain territory. He's pushed out of bounds by Jeff Christian, but not before he picks up big yardage.
Kyle Bolden jumped that play. He was in the backfield almost immediately, but he missed the tackle at the point of attack, and that was enough space. No one there after them, behind them. A big gain for the Bombers.
So no huddle, they go up quick to the line. They're going to call the play quick and straight handoff.
Yep.
It's wide open.
Yep, that is, I believe that's Sean Profit again, just had that big run and now picks up another 13 yards on the play.
Another Colerain player down on the field right now.
You know, this was the concern we talked about in the beginning of the game here, is the size of the St. Xavier offensive line versus the size of the Colerain defensive line. It wasn't as apparent in the first half, but when you're going to see it, you could see it here in the second half.
Looks
like a cramp. So here on Waycross, we can see the replay again. The great camera work done by the Waycross TV
And that
team.
was just a great play call by St. X. They had that big, long run, and then immediately got up to the line of scrimmage. Sean Profit, back-to-back big gains for the Bombers.
Well, I'm surprised they haven't gone to this earlier with the success that the team had earlier last week against Colerain. Just the power game, the decided advantage of the offensive line against the defensive line. You know, they've gone to play action and dinked and dunked. But, you know, I really expected them to come out and just try to overpower and wear out this smaller front from Colerain.
That's number 30, Keontae Jones, who was down, 5'11", 170 pounds, sophomore.
Yeah, it looks like he already has tape on that left leg. He might have re-aggravated something that was already bothering him. So
could be.
Going to take out.
We're thin to begin with, and losing any kind of player for any period of time is difficult. St. Xavier now down inside the red zone to the Colerain 16-yard line. It's first down and 10. They are driving with their first possession in the second half, looking to make this a 2-score game. Clifford under center. Once again, that is Sean Profit in the backfield now. Takes the ball, hands it off. Once again, power run. He runs around the left side, tried to pick up a couple yards. Maybe he got 3 on the play.
And again, the Colerain Cardinals are with a 4-man front. They have 2 guys in the A-gaps, either side of the center, and this is not a defense you typically see from the Colerain Cardinals.
They're going just with one safety, bringing in an extra defensive lineman to combat the big offensive line. But St. X is countering, going double tight end. It's power against power up here to start this second half.
So talk about, Brandon, after this play, maybe the difference between this defense and the typical slant 50 that we see from Colerain. Right now, we're going to go to the play. Clifford under center, second down and 7 at the 13-yard line of the Cardinals. He takes it, fakes the handoff, rolls out, looks to pass again. It is complete to number 20, and it is, let's see if he got out of bounds.
Nice.
He did get out of bounds. He was tackled by, I didn't catch the tackle on that, Brian.
And 26, I believe it was Beavers.
So Darren Beavers, a 6'1", 175-pound sophomore, conceivably in now for Keontae Jones, tackled number 20. That is Charles Guide?
Yes.
Okay, for 12 yards. So first and goal at the 1-yard line is St. X. So they've come out on fire here to start the second half. Here's the handoff in the backfield once again to number 32, Profit. He gets it and he's into the end zone. Touchdown, St. Xavier.
They stood him up with forward momentum, and all it has to do is get just the little bit of all it takes, and that ball just crotches the play in the goal line.
Yeah, giving credit to the extra effort by the offensive line. You're absolutely correct. He was stopped at the point of contact, but that second surge really didn't push past the linebacker, but the offensive line pushed the entire defensive line.
So extra point pending. Snap is back, hold is down, kick is up, and kick is good. So, St. Xavier takes the opening kickoff, marches 80 yards down the field in 1 minute and, trying to get 1 minute and 21 seconds to go up 21-6 on the Colerain Cardinals. The Cardinals now, they've got to respond and find a way to get some points on the board here early. You don't want to see this game get away from you.
Get another look at this run that set up the touchdown. Nice little play action pass there, and he gets it in the flat the guy had. And he's just going to be stopped just short. Good tackle by Christian. He looks like his elbow goes down before he can stretch it out in the goal line.
Yeah, great camera work by Waycross once again, and the volunteers of Waycross. We'll get their contact information so you can be involved in helping in a Waycross production in the future.
We'll see if Jordan Asbury finally gets a chance to return one here.
So there we go, 8513-825-2429. 2829 or www.waycross.tv/volunteer. Be a part of his future broadcast or create a broadcast of your own. Thank you for everybody at Waycross Community Media.
It's not a big-time commitment, folks. They need volunteers to help out with all kinds of broadcasts and events. And if you've ever just wanted to maybe get behind a camera or maybe get on camera.
Hey, best seats in the house, and the camera guy's sitting up in the catbird seat.
Absolutely. All right, so let's see where Holman puts the ball. Anybody want to bet?
Asbury and Reed back, and this one's popped up. It's going to be returnable to Asbury.
Yep, he catches it at the 1 yard line. He takes it out to the 5, the 10. He is going to be consumed and immediately taken down by the first tackler at the 13, call it the 14-yard line. They may mark it at the 13.
Maybe he shouldn't kick it in the end zone every time. I don't know if the Cardinals were just shocked that it didn't go in the end zone, weren't really mentally prepared, but there was no blocking on that one.
The length he lost on that kick, he gained in height. He got such hang time right there. It allowed the coverage team to get under that almost like a punt. I mean, that is a weapon when you got a kicker like that. So Colerain and Deshante Jones going to start the ball inside their own 15, ball at the 14.
Let's see what kind of offensive adjustments here. We see already the early beginnings of the I formation again.
They've spread the offensive out a little bit.
Yep, let's see what they can do
Wider
here.
gaps.
Yep. Deshante takes it, pitches it to Jordan Asbury, and he's caught in the backfield and taken down. Good tackle. Let's see who got him wrapped up. He's still on the ground, whoever that bomber is.
And judging by the reaction in the offensive booth right next to us on that play, I think Deshante had a misread there. Should have given it to the fullback.
We get the benefit, and it's one of the things we get to sit up here in the booth, and we're kind of between different coaching staffs, and we get to hear a few things we probably shouldn't hear, but it gives us perspective. And I believe I heard a specific offensive lineman's name called out there. Somebody missed a block, freed up the defender.
And I believe I also heard read that. I'm not sure if he meant the lineman or the play there. It looked like the fullback got loose, but
either way, no gain on the play, and it's the player down for St. X is Hayden Specht, coach's son. He made the tackle. Now he's down at the 10-yard line.
Didn't see, maybe he got rolled up funny there.
They got his helmet off. Hopefully he's okay, but with the era of the concussions going around, it was some heavy contact on the helmet to helmet.
So we're going to get a replay here for those of you watching on Waycross.
Oh, here we see the replay. The Asbury's foot gets stuck in the face mask during the pile. The helmet is removed as the cleats scrape across his face. That looks painful.
And he's up and he's out, and he's in such a hurry to get back up and show his teammates he's all right that he left his mouthpiece on the other side of the field. The trainer had to go run it.
Hopefully that's mouthpiece and not teeth, because great shot by the Waycross guys. That looked painful.
It's good to know the cleat didn't make it through the face mask. That's why it's there. He looked fine.
No, it was in the face mask.
But he did make it through the face mask to his face, so that's a good thing. At least I didn't see any blood. That's a good thing. So second down and 10. Quick snap. Ball's on the ground, I think.
Yeah, ball's got loose on the mesh there. They tried to go quick down and throw Zach Johnson right up in the middle. Johnson's already had one fumble on a pitch today. That's his second one. He did get covered it up, and it did gain, but it's going to bring up a 3rd down and 8.
Once again, Colerain finding themselves in these 3rd and long situations makes it very difficult to do deep in their own territory.
Yeah, when you get in the mesh like that, it's a feel that the quarterback and fullback have. You want a firm grasp on the ball, but you want that communication between the two. If he needs to take it back, he can take it back. And it's a young quarterback and a first-year fullback trying to work their way out.
So Deshante Jones now, again, under center. 3rd down and 8. Takes the ball, fakes the handoff, drops back the pass, looks, scurries, runs around.
Looking for blocks.
Trying to find some place to run, gets one block, gets another block. He's going to have enough for the first down. Let's see how much more room he can get. He's going to take it all the way out to the 45-yard line. Huge run for Deshante Jones, making something out of nothing.
And that's the advantage of a mobile quarterback. His initial reading, once the tight end backside pop pass, not there, but he tucks it down. His wide receivers turn to blockers, and he picks up the big gain out to his own 46-yard line.
Yeah, heard some moans and groans from the St. X faithful. Colerain might have got away with a little bit of holding on the outside.
Was there any yellow on the field? Then it's not a holding
flag,
call.
no flag.
Now, like you say,
Come from an offensive lineman. You never hold.
Like you say, you can call holding on every play, right? So here we go now, back in the I formation. Fakes the handoff. He does. Pitches it out to Asbury. He's got it. He's up to the 50. Leaps into the air. And going to get all the way into St. X territory, down to the 46-yard line.
That's the second time we've seen him leave his feet to try to get through the tackle. You're stronger with your feet on the ground unless you're going to actually clear them. He's looking to complete a seam, but you're stronger with your feet on the ground running through the tackle than trying to jump over it.
That's an 8-yard rush for Jordan Asbury over left end to the St. X 46-yard line.
It's good to see him touch the ball. You got a threat like that, you got to feed him the rock.
And what's good to see, I mean, it looked like a dire situation. Colerain Cardinals stacked deep in their own end on 3rd and long. Now they're in St. X territory.
Big turn of events here. Look out. Cheese it. Under center now. Shante Jones takes it, gives the handoff to the fullback, takes it up. There's a helmet off. There's a flag on the play.
And I'm not going to see it. The spot is enough for a first down, but Bolden is not happy. So it looks
I'm
like
not sure if an offensive lineman's hand got released from the chest, and that's what caused the defensive lineman's helmet to come off. Sometimes when you initiate that block, it slides up, and you can get that illegal contact to the head.
It's going to be a 5-yard face mask. So maybe Bolden was upset he went at the 15-yard variety, and it'll be for 5.
Or maybe he was just being vehemently pointing it out.
Either way, the Colerain Cardinals had the first down, and they'll get 5 yards extra to the St. X 39-yard line.
It's a good drive for the Colerain Cardinals now. They've gone 41 yards on this drive. They need to keep it alive. Back in the I formation, 2 receivers split wide to the right. Deshante Jones takes it, fakes the handoff, pitches it back to Asbury. He's got one man that he made miss. He's doing all this on his own. I'll tell you what, Jordan Asbury has made some people miss tonight, and he's doing a great job. He's going to pick up about 3 yards on the play. Normally with the quarterback, before he goes to that pitch, there's a little bit more hesitation in terms of when he's going to throw. Brendan, why is he almost immediately pitching the ball?
He's immediately seeing that because he's already sometimes you see the read and it's last minute, it's bang bang. Sometimes he already sees the read. He knows the best plays to get the ball to his running back as soon as he can to let the running back make plays like Asbury did there to pick up 3.
So here we go now. 2nd down and 7.
A little mix up there. Tight end lined up on the wrong side. That was Jalen Spears, a converted basketball player, tight end. Jones does a good job and recognizes it right away. Gets the timeout before the play call.
That's a smart play. It's a smart timeout.
Not one you necessarily want to take, but one you accept here, especially when your team has got it going right now. Couple updates of scores around the GMC. Sycamore rolling over Ryle 34-0. Northmont just tied it with Fairfield at 17.
Any score of the Hamilton game?
No update from the Hamilton game. They were up 7-0. LaSalle is rolling 41-0.
And again, just a reminder, you can watch a replay of this game. Time Warner Cable in Southwest Ohio, 979. Cincinnati Bell, Optics 850. Also in Time Warner 8 in Green Hills Forest Park in Springfield Township. Watch it tonight at midnight, Saturday at 9 p.m., Tuesday at 9:30. On Time Warner Channel 4 and Cincinnati Bell Optics 854. Monday at 2 o'clock, Thursday at 5:30. Remember, you can catch it live right away. They'll have it up on Waycross, www.youtube.com/WaycrossCM.
And we'll try to get that posted for you. Those listening on WeAreColerain.com, we'll try to get that embedded on the website as soon as we can.
So 2nd down and 7, ball at the 36-yard lines. Colerain driving.
2nd down and 7 for the Colerain Cardinals. Deshante Jones under center. He's got 2 receivers split to the short side of the field. Takes the ball, keeps himself. He's going to try and run around. If he gets this, he's going to make about 3 people miss.
Looking for a face mask call is Bolden again. Deshante Jones turned it up. Not sure if he had the face mask or just under the jersey. Sometimes when that jersey pulls, it gets up under the chin. It looks like a face mask. As we're watching the replay here, it gets to the outside. And that's exactly what happened. He had the jersey.
And that's a great play again by Nathan Whitting. He did a good job. Just stretch that. Kept making Deshante Jones run east to west. Never allowed him to get north and south.
So now that was a 3-yard rush down to the St. X 33-yard line. It's 3rd down and 5.
It's more like 4.
Yeah, 4-ish. Let's see, under center, Deshante takes it. Oh, that was a blown play. He went the wrong way with that. He's not going to get the first down. He's going to pick up a couple yards on it. But somebody ran the wrong way, either the fullback or Deshante turned the wrong way.
Everybody went right. Deshante went left. His fullback and tailback went right. Yeah, they've been running to the short side this time. This time, everybody but Deshante went to the strong side. So
it's a big play here. I mean, you're at a long field goal range with the way this game is going.
You're down 2 scores.
You're down 2 scores. This is way out of Danevsky's range. You're too close to punt. So 4th down and 2.5, almost 3.
Just don't want to delay a game here. Get up there, get the play called, and run it. Do what you can do. Deshante under center, single back set, man in motion. Takes the ball, it's a speed.
He's got space.
Asbury's got it. Let's see what he can do. It looks like he's going to have enough for the first down. He gets inside the 25-yard line before he gets knocked out of bounds. First down, Cardinals.
So Colerain tightens up the offense here, goes to that double wing, and this time, and that draws the outside defense from St. X Bombers inside, and they just get the ball to the GMC track star to get him outside. He just beats him to the corner, taken out of bounds, but not before. Another Colerain first down.
Now, if it wasn't for J.P. Bitzenhofer there, he had some space to go. Good play there by X.
Bitzenhofer's been all over the field tonight. He's made a lot of great plays.
Playing that adjuster position for the Bombers.
Back in the I formation, back to 1st and 10. Deshante Jones takes it. He's got a pursuit, and he pitches it fantastically out to Jordan Asbury. Once again, puts his hand into the face of 22 and stiff arms in, but Cole Jones finally pushes him out of bounds.
And the Cardinals did everything right, but Spencer Henn can't hold his block long enough. They had no fullback on that play, just a straight step back, speed option to the left, just quarterback and running back. Everyone was there. Everyone made their read. Spencer Henn just can't hold on that block long enough, and St. X runs him out of bounds. Still picks up about 3 yards.
Down to the St. X 21-yard line now. Knocking on that red zone door. They really need to get this in. 5 minutes left to go here in the 3rd quarter. Deshante Jones takes it, fakes the
pass. He's there.
Pass. It is complete. And down at the 1-yard line, that is number 5, Deshaun Sarley with the big catch. First down, Cardinals inside the 1.
They go play action, and they catch a safety sneaking up there, and they step back, find Sarley right down the middle. If he feeds him, he walks in a little bit behind him. A great catch to hang on to Sarley, one of the only seniors. And I tell you what, I like to watch, if you've ever seen this kid practice 100 miles an hour, first one onto the field, last one off the field. Deshaun Sarley makes a big catch.
His helmet did come off, so he'll have to sit this one out, but the Cardinals have it 1st and goal from the 3.
So even with no contact, he has to come off the field. All right, so it's 1st and goal at the 3-yard line. Let's do what we do and run the football. There we go. Hands the ball off. Marlo Caldwell takes it. Let's see if he's into the end zone. Waiting for a signal. I mean, he's in, right?
Yes.
Touchdown!
Touchdown, Cardinals! Another fantastic drive by the Colerain Cardinals, once again showing the offense is progressing.
Monolo Caldwell, one of the super softs coming up here. It's just a straight handoff, and give credit to the offensive line. They get a push, drive it back, second effort. Caldwell, I mean, he is a load and is going to be around here for a couple years, and he's only going to get bigger and stronger. So Coach Bolden electing not to go for 2 here and going to go for the 1.
Absolutely. This is
a little
the right
too
call.
Early for that.
Yep, absolutely. Snap is back, hold us down, kick is up, and kick is once again no good. This has been the knock on Danevsky. He didn't play last year due to injury. He's just kind of working himself into game shape, and he's been a little inconsistent. So that's 2 missed extra points tonight for Mr. Danevsky.
Both of them on the right. That snap was a little off, but not enough to affect the play. And I tell you what, one of the best positions to have if you're a kicker, if you hit that game winning. One of the worst to have. You're the loneliest man on the field when you miss a play like that. So that digs a hole a little bit deeper. Colerain now down 9 points.
Well, and the key there now is, and that you're right, that's 2 scores. Before it was only 1. You've missed 2 extra points. Now it's 2 scores that you're down, and that's a whole different ball game. But to your point, Danevsky's got a big leg, and he can make some things happen with it if he gets the opportunity. Wasn't that long ago we had a young man here kick a game-winning field goal at the end of the game, and it was quite a joyous occasion.
That game of the all-time single-season scoring record for the Colerain Cardinals, if people remember the last time we were here.
That's right. Back in 2012, Zach Gaynor with I want to say it was probably around a 38, 39-yard field goal as time was expiring to come from behind and beat St. X. First time in a long time that we beat them on this field. So it's a big win for the Cardinals. And now they've pulled it within 9 points. Still plenty of game left to play. We got ourselves a great game. Stay right with us. 4 minutes and 27 seconds left here in the third quarter. Dunevsky lining the ball up on the 40.
He's got to get that X point out of his mind and just put this one in the end zone.
Yep, take it out on that football, young man. Gets his foot underneath it. It's high. Yep, it's going to come down at the 5-yard line. This can be dangerous. He's up to the 20, the 25, right through the middle, the 30, the 35, up to the 40. He's still on his feet into Colerain territory. Number 8 for the St. Xavier Bombers, Brody Ketron, with an unbelievable return. He sets up the Bombers with great field position to start this drive.
Yeah, special teams. The blocking up front was there. Really didn't have to make anybody miss. Had a lane and just followed where the hole was. And he stiff arms there, breaks a few tackles, finally taken down. But again, the Bombers are starting another possession inside Colerain territory.
That is a 32-yard difference between putting it in the end zone and putting it at the 5. They'd start in Colerain territory, 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line. Leading Colerain 21-12, looking to score more. Let's see if they continue to go with Profit up the middle. Here's the handoff to Profit. He runs it right up the middle. He's going to pick up 5 yards on the play. This is what I think we're going to see the entire second half. Until Colerain can show that they can stop that just simple handoff up the middle, they're going to continue to do this.
And they did so. They stepped to the challenge in the first half, but second half, we talk about a lot of times Colerain has weight room wins. St. X is one of those teams that rivals, if not betters, Colerain at their condition. Both teams, they share off-season skills and drills, but we'll see how that size maybe takes over in the second half.
Once again, the handoff to Sean Profit. He tries to move a little bit, gets a few guys to miss, stays on his feet, and gets enough for the first down. So a 6-yard gain for Profit. Now, it's not quite the same as the first half. We didn't see Profit get the carries in the first half. It was Glines, it was some other folks. Now they've moved to Profit, the bigger back, and they're going to ride this horse all the way for the rest of the half, I believe. It's the right decision for X. It eats up time and it gains yards.
Yeah, taking advantage of the size difference, and here they go, quick out of the huddle, going to go quick count.
Yep, once again, it's a handoff to Profit. I mean, it's the exact same thing every time. He takes it and he barrels forward. Where are they going to mark him? All the way down to the 26-yard line, so it's going to be a 10-yard gain again. They're just marching down the field, and you're right. This is the point where the St. X offense is just going to be a little bit bigger than the Colerain defensive line. A quick snap again, and Profit takes again, and he's into the open. He's all the way down to the 10-yard line. Another first down. It's first down after first down.
This quick huddle, I mean, they're wearing Colerain's defense out, and they're not giving them a chance to rest in between plays. Even run out of bounds, they're doing a short huddle almost to the line of scrimmage, and they're just going run left, run right.
Student body left, student body right. That's all it is. There's nothing fancy about what they're doing, and they don't have to do anything fancy. They're inside the 10-yard line. It's 1st and goal at the 9. St. X takes it once again and hands off to 32 this time. He's at the backfield. The ball is fumbled, and Colerain recovers it. What a huge break for the Colerain Cardinals.
Kyle Bolden comes up with it, but not sure who came from the outside and delivered the blow. We can get a replay on that. Just the same handoff they've been running. Colerain gets a little penetration, and that is Demetrius Colbert taking on 2 blockers, blowing up, and the fumble comes up. Colerain has made the stop that they needed. 3:16 left in this third quarter. Down 2 scores. They couldn't afford to go up 3. They stopped them for now. Let's see how the offense responds.
They can do exactly what they just did a minute ago. You know, again, the one benefit of St. X moving so easily on that offensive series is their defense just got off the field like 5 minutes ago.
So did the Colerain offense.
Well, but they were feeling that good thing, right? They were moving the ball. They moved 80 yards to score. Let's see if they can do it again this time. 1st down and 10 on the 11. No mistakes, boys. Here's a handoff to the fullback right up the middle.
So Zach Johnson takes the ball, just a straight dive right behind the right guard there, and gets almost 9 yards on first down.
And you got to like that. Zach Johnson has struggled, to say the least, early in this game.
That might be the best run he's had all year.
And that's a lot of faith there in the young man. Give him the ball. Say, hey, we're not going to go away from you. It's your job. You and Caldwell are going to get those carries up the middle of the fullback. Just go out there and make a play.
They've done a good job bottling up the middle, but Shante Jones have made him pay outside. Maybe that success outside has opened up the middle.
Shante Jones once again under center, takes the ball, fakes the handoff, keeps it.
Get loose.
He's got all the way out past the 30-yard line, so he's going to pick up about 10 yards on the play. It'll be a first down for the Cardinals, but you're right.
Shante Jones is now down on the field.
Brody Keat.
That's a cramp.
Brody Ketron with a touchdown-saving tackle there, and I think that's a cramp. That's the ankle they just got the shoestring on.
Here's the replay on Waycross. You can see he took it and faked the handoff, kept it himself, and he's right up through the middle, and he's almost gone, if not for one tackle, grabs his foot and brings him down. And once again, number 8, that is, again, Brody Keytron with the tackle.
Yeah, it sometimes happens when you get that and you get tackled by that ankle and you're stretching it out. It just takes the muscles to the limit. And weather like this, I mean, it's cooled down a little bit, but it's still a balmy 85 degrees outside.
So we talked about the offseason, the summer battle between Spencer Henn and Deshaunte Jones. Deshaunte won that, but Spencer Henn made it close. This is a kid who lost some weight, got in a lot better shape, and tried to win that game. You're starting your starting wide receiver. He's going to get a shot here at quarterback with the Cardinals down.
And Spencer Henn, for me, reminds a lot of Doug Smith. Is it Doug Smith?
Dustin Smith.
Dustin Smith. Mm-hmm. Not as dynamic an athlete, but does read the option well. And a baseball player has a better arm, a more pure thrower.
Well, and
so we don't know if we'll make this adjustment here. St. X is committing a lot of guys to the box and bringing the safeties up with Henn in there.
I think
we get to see some play action and maybe a shot deep.
Or does St. X overreact? Play back a little bit, and the Cardinals take advantage up the middle.
Well, this is what Coach Bolden talked about in his preseason interview that he did with us a couple of weeks ago, which you can still find in the video section on wearecolerain.com, the benefit of having 2 quarterbacks.
And Henn's out of the shotgun.
So Henn in the shotgun. He's got 1 receiver wide to the left. He's got 1 guy in the backfield. That's Zach Johnson. Flips over to his left side now. We've got movement all over the place, so there's going to be a false start, 5 yards on that. And again, it's not shocking given the fact that you've got a brand new quarterback in there. It's going to be 1st down and 15.
Yeah, Henn tried to make an adjustment, move some players around, and that just kind of threw the timing of the playoff.
You hate to see that right out of an injury timeout. Deshaunte is going to get some rest on the sideline. I think he needs it. The young man so far on the night, 23 rushes, 152 yards. I mean, he's done his part. There's no doubt about it. So 1st down and 15 at their own 26-yard line, trying to get out and make some things happen. He fakes the pass, he rolls, he looks to throw. He's going to throw, and it's going to be caught
by Coach Bolden.
On the
what
sideline.
A catch!
I believe he was out of bounds.
I believe Coach Bolden doesn't count either.
And I believe he's out of eligibility.
But I'll tell you what a great play there by Spencer Henn. The play's not there. The guy he wants is not there. Does a great job to get away from the All-American Hilliard.
And did you see that at the end of the play, Coach Bolden makes the catch and hands the ball to the young Mr. Speck playing safety.
We talk about the offseason how Speck and Bolden are good friends. I think he knows Mr. Hayden,
exactly.
or young Hayden, pretty well.
Yeah, so that, but all for naught is an incomplete pass, 2nd down and 15.
So if nothing else, you show there that Spencer is going to have the ability to throw. So now we switch it up back in the I formation under center. Spencer takes it, fakes the handoff, keeps it himself. Good decision on his part. He's going to get out past the 30, back up to the original
ball
line
might
of
have come
scrimmage.
loose there at the end of the play. St. X is saying they've got it, but they're saying 2nd down.
3rd down.
3rd down.
3rd down, I'm sorry.
That's all right, 3rd down. So
not sure if
forward progress was stopped, I believe.
We watch the replay here. Henn takes it, looks to pitch, but he's got a good push up front by Niehaus, goes down, but once his rear end hits the turf, plays dead, that's when the ball comes loose. So 3rd down and 10, and they brought in a defensive back. They brought in Jeff Christian to play wide receiver here as Colerain goes 4 wide.
I will tell you, Niehaus has done a fantastic job on Hilliard tonight. He really has. He did it again in that play. So here we go. 3rd down and 10. We need a pass, and we need 10 yards. And it is passed and incomplete, almost intercepted. Just beyond the stretch of number 18 for the Cardinals.
Yeah, it was Kevin Hyde down there in that little post seam.
And that was
that pass got there so quickly, I don't think he got his head around to expect it. Got it there, and Henn doesn't throw it. But that ball is popped up in the air and dangerously close to an interception. So Colerain makes the big stop, stops the play, but St. X has stopped Colerain and brought Dineski back on the field. And I tell you what, they've been big in the return game when Dineski hasn't been able to kick it away from him.
And Henn with the good decision there, just the receivers got to make a play.
Yeah, it's unfortunate because they've spent some time and they're not going to get any points out of this. And they're going to give the ball right back to St. X. So there's a high punt, kind of goes off the side of his foot.
Another one.
Shanked it
badly.
Yeah, that didn't get nearly the distance that Dineski won. He's struggling a little bit tonight. This 6 foot, 170 pound
I tell you what,
junior.
he got a generous spot on that.
Where are they marking it?
At the 47 of St. X.
So the Cardinals going to get another shot at this. They caused the fumble last possession, but X had something going. They got something going with
Christian Dineski with 5 punts on the night, averaging only 30 yards a punt.
Yeah, the first big one, but he's shanked a couple of the last two.
Yep.
Profit
So
at
again,
100.
power game, they've gone.
No question. Back under center is Clifford. Takes the ball. Hands it off once again. Taken down, but not until he picks up 4 yards on the play. I believe that was that Profit
Beavers.
again?
Yep, Beavers on the tackle, though, for the Cardinals.
Brian Williams on the tackle.
36 is Beavers?
Nope, 26 is Beavers.
Oh, that's 26?
Yep.
So in comes Fricky, and out goes Profit.
Back to the speed backs, it looks like, for the X.
Do you see Glines out there?
We haven't seen Glines back in the field. He went out with a leg injury earlier. Don't know if they've just gone with the success of Profit or they've just given him a rest. But, you know, when you got that 85 seniors, you have depth on this team.
Exactly. Here's the fake. Clifford looks a pass. He throws it down the middle and way over the outstretched arms of the big wide receiver. You can tell he's a sophomore, but you can tell he's got talent. He has got a gun, a cannon on that shoulder of his.
Yeah, that was Beavers on the coverage there. Play action again, releasing the tight end up the middle of the field. Had one-on-one coverage, but just kind of out-threw him there. But it does stop the clock. 7 seconds left in this third quarter. It brings up a 3rd down and 7.
Sean Clifford 9 for 16 on the night with 1 interception.
Cardinals really spreading out and expecting pass here.
3rd down and 7. Take the ball, hand it off. Once again, he's going to get enough for the first down. Does Fricky this time. Great open field tackle for the Cardinals, but not until he gets deeper into Colerain territory down to the 38-yard line.
Yeah, there's the chess match in football. Colerain expecting the pass, and St. X sees that and goes to the run and just overpowered. Nice block by the fullback there. Picks up the first down as we in the third quarter. We're at St. X High School. The Bombers lead the Colerain Cardinals 21-12. So if you're enjoying what you're seeing tonight, you want to be part of a future broadcast, Waycross Community Media is made up a group of volunteers, and if you want to volunteer to help in a broadcast or create your own broadcast, remember www.waycross.com/volunteer or 825-2429. Be part of a future game or just create your own. Thank you for Tony Suarez and everybody at Waycross Community Media that helps us showcase our student athletes in our entire community.
For those of you who are watching who are Colerain fans, the Waycross is very heavily involved in supporting many Colerain activities, from the board to the orchestra and band concerts, to show cards, to basketball and football events, clearly. So they do a lot for everybody.
And they'll be at Colerain High School on the 11th for the big matchup between White Oak Middle and Colerain Middle.
That's a big game.
Looking for volunteers for that day. So if you're a Colerain fan, want to help out this middle school, it's on the 11th. Contact the information you see on TV.
Yep, 1st down and 10. Handoff once again to number 3, Fricky. He's going to pick up about 2, maybe 3 yards on the play. Good pursuit by the Cardinals on defense.
Yeah, somebody got in the backfield to slow him down to allow the weak side to come and get him.
Well, we're going to see clearly spec-style play action during this fourth quarter. They're going to run the football. They want to eat the clock. They want to own field position. Well, they currently own a 2-score lead. They don't want to do anything fancy here. They're going to run the football. They've had success doing it, and they're going to keep doing it. Colerain has got to find a way to create that turnover like they did before and then capitalize on it if they can. They've got a sophomore quarterback in there. Once again, it's a fake handoff. Clifford rolls to his left. He throws, and it is caught by number 88. 88, excuse me. That's the big receiver all the way down to the 20, we'll say at the 24-yard line.
Yeah,
it's going to be enough for the first down.
Noah Davis seems to be his favorite target, and he just gets out there and uses that 6'6" mismatch, shows great hands, and goes down for that ball. But, you know, you say they're going to run it out, but that's a very conservative play. If it's there, he drops it off incomplete. You don't lose much. If it's not there, he can tuck it and run it. He's not really taking chances down the middle of the field.
Clifford's got it, takes it, hands it off once again to Fricky. He takes it, runs around right end, gets hit hard on the sideline, but not before he picks up a few more yards. It'll be 2nd down.
Yeah, he stretched it to the outside, and Beavers and Colbert forced him out of bounds. Big hit.
And I'll tell you what, the St. X offensive line are doing a fantastic job of keeping their hands inside. You'll see it. It looks like a hold, but his hands are on the inside, and that's not going to get called most of the time.
So he picks up 6, 2nd down and 4.
St. X threatening again. Colerain must stop them here in the final quarter of this game. They cannot allow them to have another score. Fricky with an unbelievable
it's all right.
move.
They called a hold there.
He shook that man out of his socks because he was being held from behind. He couldn't react. This one's coming back.
Yep.
He juked a guy out because the guy couldn't move the way he was juking.
Yep.
Yeah, I believe it's the fullback 20 had hands all over him there. And, you know, you can get away with that when you're in the line of scrimmage. There's a lot of bodies flying around, but when you're in an open field like that, you're pretty obvious.
And at the point of attack.
Coach Speck making his way out on the field. He's not happy about that. Yeah, you can see it right there on the replay.
I don't know who he's more upset with on that, the referee or the player.
Yes.
10:50 to go here in the game. The St. X Bombers holding a 21-12 advantage over the Colerain Cardinals.
And that's a spot foul, so that's going to bring it all the way out to the 27-yard line.
Yeah. Any score updates, Brandon, you want to share? Giving you
Moeller leads 32-0 over Covcath. Winton Woods up 14-7 on Hamilton. Lebanon leads defending Division II state champion Loveland 24-6 at end of 3.
Clifford's got it. He's got room to throw it. He's got time, and he throws it. It's going to be incomplete.
Good coverage there.
Yeah, they tried a little hook and go, and Reap did a good job getting inside position, used his body to screen off the offensive player, didn't allow him to get past him.
So it's a big 3rd and long here. If you're X, do you go for the first down, or do you just try to pick up some yardage, set up your field goal kicker?
Well, yeah, I think
good shot.
you're going to roll out to the left and try to get the ball in the middle of the field, try to find Davis again in play action from your tight end coming across the field.
I'm surprised by that last play call. I think they try and run and pick up maybe half the yardage. So it's an easy handoff right here, number 32. Colerain was ready for it. Tackle is made almost immediately at the 25-yard line. So it'll be 4th down and solid 12 yards to go.
But he runs the ball right in the middle of the field for his field goal kicker.
Yeah, great play there by E.J. Harrell, the 5'7", 200-pound defensive lineman playing a little linebacker tonight. Yeah, they'll bring out Holman again, and that's a long field goal, but he's shown the leg to get it there.
It's a big field goal. It makes it a 2-touchdown game.
But still just 2 scores.
Snap is back, hold is down, kick is up. It's certainly high enough. I think he may have hooked it in. It is good.
I'm not going to lie. That's really, really, really impressive field goal
He had
kick.
25 more yards on that.
That is a 41-yard field goal, and that ball was above the uprights when it went through.
Special teams. Final coming in. LaSalle beats East Central 48-0. So that little team that we played last week, they're pretty good.
Elder up 44-21 now on Lakota West.
Well, Elder's got that junior quarterback, Peyton Ramsey, who last year started as a sophomore, took them all the way into the playoffs, won a playoff game, lost, and had a pretty horrific game against Moeller, the eventual Division I state champions. But you had a feeling, again, son of a coach, that he was a special football player and that he was going to do some things this year. And Elder looks to be rolling offensively once again.
And they're playing, who everybody thought was going to be a power for the GMC, Lakota West. But Lakota West in the last 2 weeks have given up over 40 points in each game.
And it looks like Oak Hills is trailing Harrison 14-7. Northmont is tied with Fairfield at 17. Sycamore up big on Ryle, 31-0.
It's Ryle.
39-0 now, Moeller over Covcath. 51-21 now, Elder over Lakota West.
So
wow.
Reap and Asbury back for Colerain Cardinals.
Holman gets his foot underneath it, and he boots it, and that's on its way to the blue turf. Colerain will start off 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
And you got a roster in front of me. I believe Holman's an underclassman, isn't he?
He is a junior, yes. He is a...
Miles Homan is a 6'1", 184-pound senior.
Oh, he's a senior. Yeah, my apologies. I thought I read he was
you
a
can't
junior.
read, apparently.
No, I can. There's just, their roster is 3 pages long. I've looked at a lot of names.
Yeah, they have like 98 number 98s.
No, that's Guido. Number 98 is Guido
Discapelli.
Wow.
Polly?
That's impressive.
We know Simeon Lane's 99.
We know that. So 10 minutes left to go in the game. The Cardinals trailing now by 12 points, so that's 2 scores they're going to need.
And that's Henn still at quarterback for Colerain.
So here we go in the I formation. Spencer Henn takes it, fakes the handoff, keeps it himself, pitches it late. Going to pick up about 2 yards on the play. Well defended by St. X. You could tell there was a bit of a speed factor missing.
Well, he makes the right read, and they're going to say, hey, Spencer Hen, you beat us, and they force the pitch. Good block out there by Beebe, but nice play by number 8.
Deshaunte Jones is still on the table. Actually, as I said that, he just got up off the trainer's table, talking to trainer Taylor, so we'll see if he comes back in.
Yeah, still trying to get loose over there. You know, once you start cramping, it's really hard to get. You're never really that right. Even for a couple days, you can't get that knot away.
So here we go now, 2nd down and 8. That was a 2-yard run. It's a speed pitch backwards. In the backfield, catcher is Jordan Asbury, and he goes down. Great play by the blitzing linebacker for St. X.
And that one's on the pitch. The block-in was there. The space was there. But Hen's pitch is just too slow. Asbury has to...
It's a good defensive call there.
Asbury had to slow down and let the defense catch up with him.
I think that was David Leisring, the 6'1", 190-pound senior linebacker.
So 3rd and 13.
So again, 3rd and long for the Cardinals. Not where you ever want to be with a triple option, even with an offense that's clicking on all cylinders.
Christian in an offense.
You've got to expect a pass here on 3rd down. In the shotgun, Spencer takes it, rolls, looks to pass. He pitches it out. That's going to go absolutely nowhere.
The Bombers did nothing but sit back and just wait for something to happen. They didn't attack the play. They knew he wasn't going to go deep, and all they did is just string out the play here. String out the play, and they said, okay, run it if you want, pitch it if you want. They just stretched it out, and made him just run out of room.
Yeah, there's not much you can do there. Cole Jones in on the tackle, as well as number 50 for the St. Xavier Bombers, Michael Gerbis, a 6'2", 195-pound junior. So Dunevsky now back inside the 5-yard line in what is looking to be an increasingly difficult hill for these Cardinals to climb now. 8.5 minutes left to go in the game, and they're going to have to turn it over one more time and give it to the Bombers. There's a kick caught right just past the 50-yard line. Made one man miss.
You cannot call that block in the back right in front of him?
Yeah, I don't know how he honestly missed that. But he did. So St. X will take over, 1st and 10. Once again, inside Colerain territory.
Nice shot there. The block in the back by the Waycross guys is when it's the gunner that's down there first. It's a little obvious, but not obvious enough to carry a hanky right there.
Where's your mute button? I ain't got that.
You very rarely will hear me complain about the referees. I might point out mistakes they made, but that was
that's true. You don't. You do a real good job of that.
Most of the time.
There's no point in it. Most referees are good. They miss calls both ways in every game. It happens.
You know, I coached in the past. They said, okay, you're going to make 100 calls in a game. You're going to miss 2. That's a 98. You would be happy if your kid brought home a 98.
Absolutely. No question. So 1st down and 10 at the Colerain 46-yard line. St. X starts it over again. Clifford's got the ball. He rolls. He looks to pass. He throws it. Caught by number 5 and out of bounds, but not until he picks up. Let's see how many yards they're going to give him. They're going to mark him about 38-yard line.
We talk about the kicker, Miles Homan. This is Andrew Homer. I read that initially. I thought they were brothers, but I'm wrong. That's Homer. I messed up. I apologize. Quick count.
Yep. Oh, met in the backfield is Fricky, and he's taken down for no gain at all. He was lucky to get back to the line of scrimmage. Great play by the defense on that.
Ryan Williams has made himself known. He's really showed up in this game, and this time he beats his defender. The quick count doesn't fool the Cardinal, and no gain.
The 5'11", 224-pound junior defensive lineman. Who else was in on that tackle? Was that Bolden in on that tackle?
Did not see the second number in.
Yeah, I thought it was number 8, Kyle Bolden, 6 foot, 190-pound sophomore.
So a big 3rd down and 3.
See if they can stop him here. Here's
the penetration.
Met in the backfield. The Cardinals do exactly what they need to do, and they prevent the 1st down.
He lost 2 yards on the play.
Again, Ryan Williams steps up when he needs to step up. You talk about the sophomores up here, but the junior has made back-to-back plays.
I'll tell you also who made the play. Kawanti Stanley, a 5'10", 175-pound linebacker playing nose guard. He, along with Williams, both of them on that slant, got through and got the penetration.
Not enough to
they've left the offense on the field. It's 4th down and 4, and they're out there.
Not a surprise. They've had good luck handing the ball off.
They're going to try to draw them off sides.
Think so?
Yep.
That's all they're doing here. He's going to look to the sidelines and
let the clock
timeout
run.
spect.
Running the clock down. We're looking for the referee to put his hands up, and they're gonna take.
You know what they also might be doing? They're take the delay of games.
Move the yard 5. Yeah, 5
move
yards
themselves
back.
5 yards back, set up a better chance for their punter to set it inside the 4.
And we saw his one punt earlier in the first half. We put inside the 5.
Yep, went out of bounds at the 3-yard line.
And it also presents an interesting conundrum for Bolden. If you decline the penalty, it sets up a better situation for their punt team. If you
decline the penalty, it sets up a better situation for the offense. Might go for it.
They might go for it. Sorry, I got that backwards.
Now, always go with, they've been great on special teams, but you go with it because so many things can happen. A bad snap, shank kick. So Jack Hannon back.
Amir Reap.
Reap is going to be back for the Colerain Cardinals.
Yeah, back at his own 15-yard line. Snap is back. Kick is up. It's a line drive kick, but it's a good one. It's caught by Reap. Makes one man miss, makes 2-man miss. Can't make the 3rd or 4th miss, but he does get it back out to the 15.
Late flag comes in way behind the play.
So we'll see what the call is.
Six and a half minutes to go. Colerain trailing 24-12.
So it's an interesting situation for the Cardinals here. You're down 2 scores, 6 minutes. Right now, we don't know if Deshaunte Jones is coming back in yet or not. But you got to score quickly, and you got to get the ball back on defense. You got to stop them. Time is St. X's best friend right now.
Absolutely.
Who we got going into quarterback right now?
And it looks like Deshaunte is back in.
I didn't see Deshaunte before I saw Hen lined up at wide receiver. So we'll see how the trainer Taylor has worked on his leg and see how explosive he can be in the shadows of his own end zone.
In the shotgun, they got to get this going fast.
Snap is back. He looks to pass. He throws. It is knocked down at the line of scrimmage.
And he had Jordan Asbury there in just a quick hitch, but a nice job by number 57, Nathan Winning again, making the play for the Bombers.
Interesting. You bring Deshaunte out there to throw the football.
Like I said, you got to score quick.
He can throw the ball. Everybody says, okay, he's the athletic quarterback. He might not have the strength of his arm, but he can throw the ball. And Kelvin Cook showed it last year. You don't have to be overpowering, just accurate.
Yep, Deshaunte Jones takes it, pitches it late. Good coverage by St. X, stringing that play out, but not before 4 yards are picked up on the play, and the clock continues to tick away.
Yeah, shotgun, the little speed option with using the fullback. It was Zach Johnson on the outside. Nice read. He keeps it as late as he can.
Looks like we got a helmet substitution. There are two defensive senior defensive backs, so I don't know which one is.
That's David Leisring.
So he has to come
into
out.
the ball game. That's Budzek.
Nice to see Hayden Specht has got himself back in the
3rd down and 7 on their own 11-yard line. Need to get this play in quickly. The clock is ticking. Snap is back. Deshaunte looks to throw. He does, and it is incomplete.
And if the Cardinals, I don't know if you're in a situation where you can go for it here.
No, not in your own end zone. No. Maybe if you had a yard or 2 to go, yes, but when you need 7.
Well, this again, I mean, unfortunately, it is not looking good for Colerain. Unless something drastic happens here, they're going to lose their 2nd game in a row. But we've seen a lot of positive come out of it tonight. I mean, St. X is a very good football team. They're playing against, one of the best in the area, a team that's going to win a lot of games. They've got a brutal schedule, does St. X, but, they always have a brutal schedule. And they'll come out of it better tonight, will the Cardinals. Snap is back to Donetsky, kicks it. It's a low-line drive. It bounces, this time in Colerain's favor.
It's a big bounce in Colerain's
Absolutely,
favor.
Takes it all the way down. So let's see where they mark it out of bounds.
This will be the 40-yard line.
Yep.
You talk about St. X's schedule. Let's talk about these first 5 games that Colerain Cardinals have to
face.
face.
It's
you
tough.
got the neighborhood battle that you had last week, and then you come down here and move down North Bend, play GCL. Then you've got a team coming up from Kentucky. We knew with perennial power Trinity.
A team that we played last year that's in the same situation last year that we faced ourselves. A very young team last year.
They're
coming back a year older. And then you follow that with the two other playoff teams from the GMC last year. The first 2 teams.
And I think that's why you get such respect for not only Colerain but St. X and this rivalry, because anytime, any place, they'll step up and play. We have to play each other every year, it seems, but neither team will back down from a challenge.
Absolutely. So under center now, first down and 10 at their 40-yard line. Hand off to, I believe that is Profit once again, who takes it. He makes a bunch of men miss. He's tackled out of bounds, and there's a late flag on the play.
Behind the play.
We'll see what that is. He's going to be just short of the first down.
This guy, he pulled his jersey, but I don't know if that's offense or defensive holding. He is pointing backwards. It looks like it's going to be offensive holding.
So that's a spot foul.
Bring it way back. So first down be replayed, this time needing 12 yards.
But I'll tell you what, if you're the St. X Bombers, you just ran 40 seconds off the clock.
Exactly.
Yeah, absolutely. That's what the goal is here. So now first down and 12 after the penalty, back at the 38-yard line. Clifford under center, 88 in motion. Takes the ball, hands it off once more to Profit. He takes it. Moves forward. He's got a good first step when he decides to go north-south.
And I'll tell you what, Cardinals did a fantastic job there. Everyone filled their gaps, got their responsibility, but Profit, the bigger running back we talked about, he did a good job of getting Skinny up and through the hole.
He did.
Well, it's that one-cut decision-making. Plant that foot and turn it up the field, and he does that. That first step he's got is pretty quick for a big guy, but E.J. Harrell played a pretty good game here for Colerain.
He's a 6 foot, 172-pound junior.
No, he's not. He's a 5'7", 201
I'm sorry, I'm talking about Profit.
Okay.
Sorry. Fakes the handoff, does Clifford. He takes it, he rolls around. He's got a wide open field. There's nobody there. He's going to have plenty for the first down. And if he's a smart young man,
what a
he runs
great
right
play call for the Bombers.
Yep.
Cardinals have been cheating to that heavy side every time. Clifford takes the backside, fakes that handoff, bootlegs the other way. Naked bootleg for a big gain, 27 yards over the right side for Sean Clifford.
I praised Harrell on that play, on the play before, but that play he got sucked in is right. The over pursuit, the chess match continues, and St. X makes the right move at the right time with that play.
So the sophomore quarterback making a great decision and great read on that. Now first down and 10 at the Colerain 29-yard line. Handoff once again to Profit. Once again, bowling forward for about a 3-yard pickup, and the clock continues to go. At this point, it's a close game. It's been a very competitive game. You'd hate to see St. X put another one in and maybe make it look a lot worse than what it's been. This has been a very good game between two teams who are both finding their own way. They've each made mistakes along the way. Colerain just unfortunately just lacking the experience, I think, and the size to take on St. X at this point in the season. 6 in motion. Once again, the backfield is Profit right under the line. Clifford takes it, hands it off to Profit. He runs around left end, looks for some room, stays on his feet. He's going to be very close to a first down, maybe a yard shot.
Now, I'll tell you what, Profit does an amazing job of always falling forward. Colerain Cardinals maybe stopped him for a two-yard gain, but he kept going, fell forward, and picked up 5.
Calling it just short, so third down and 1, down to the Colerain 20.
And this is a huge third down from the Cardinals. You stop him here, a field goal still keeps it a 2-possession game.
Tell you what, nobody is covering this. There we go. Late coverage of the slot here.
So once again, handoff right up the middle. Pushes that line forward and gets enough 4 yards on the play, plenty for the first down. Clock stops to move the chains.
Under 3.5 to play now here from Balaban Stadium.
Colerain is going to take a lot from this. St. X is going to take a lot from this. Again, taking a look at Colerain's schedule, at least going forward. They've got Trinity at home next week in their home opener. They were successful in beating Trinity last year down in Louisville. Trinity does come back a year older. Now, they did lose their first 2 games of the year already, which is absolutely laying the bluegrass on end. They don't know what to do down there. Not sure how they were faring tonight. Clock is moving as the ball is set. Clifford takes it, hands it off once again, this time to, surprise, surprise, Mr. Profit, who takes it inside the 10-yard line. Going to get about 8, maybe 9 yards on the play.
And that's Profit's 20th carry of the game. He's got over 140 yards.
Well, you know, it's one of those things where sometimes you never know who's going to be that guy that steps up in the particular game. And tonight for St. X, it's Profit. Good call, Brandon. 20 rushes for 141 yards and a touchdown. I mean, he's clearly been the MVP for St. X on offense tonight. And you might say winning would be that guy on their defense side. 2nd down and 1, ball on the 8-yard line. Once again, just a simple handoff to Prophet. He takes a step, makes one man miss, is going to pick up 3 yards and enough for the first down inside the Colerain 5-yard line.
Well, and you hear it time and time again in football, next man in. They lose Glines, their leading rusher from the week before, and he steps in and as you said, probably the player of the game today. That'll be first down at the 5-yard line. New back into the ball game.
It's Ronnie Fricke. He's already got a touchdown.
Fricke gets the handoff, takes it, moves forward, and I think he's into the end zone for the late score for the Bombers. So once again, much like Prophet, just constantly moving forward. You know, one thing I've noticed about St. X backs over the years, once they get close to contact, I think they're coached to turn around and lead with their back, and they use all their strength in their legs to push themselves to wherever they need to be, and that's exactly what Fricke did on that play.
As we saw in that replay, though, the offensive line just dominated. Give it to the guys up front from X. They just wore out the Colerain guys up front.
That's one of the things we had at the top of the program. Could the offense score touchdowns, and could this smaller defense keep up with this large St. X offensive line?
And I think we have that answer to our question. Unfortunately, the Colerain defensive line just doesn't have the size to contend with this St. X offensive line. And they're a good offensive line. They're going to have a lot of days where they have running backs that rush for 100 yards, no doubt about it. There's the replay on Waycross. There's the
and you've got with the depth that you have on this Bomber squad too, you get fresh legs at the goal line.
Absolutely. You can see a very exuberant St. X student section there on Waycross TV. They're excited. These kids have they've never seen St. X beat Colerain in a game, so they're pretty pumped.
It is the first thing, and I finally have to know if it's been 3 straight years. My cousin came here as a freshman every single year. He's lost. I've got to brag over him. This will be the first year, his senior year, that he gets it over me.
Well, how about that? So with 1 minute and 53 seconds left in the game, Holman has got the ball lined up on the 40. Fully expect this to be put deep into the end zone. We'll see what the Cardinals can do. Maybe mount an offensive drive here in the final 2 minutes and see what they can do.
That one did not enter the field of play, out of the back of the end zone, almost through the uprights.
Again, as we change possessions for the last time, your playback schedule of Waycross Community Media. Time Warner Cable, 979 Digital, and Cincinnati Bell Optics, 850. Tonight at midnight, Saturday, 9 o'clock, Tuesday at 9:30, and on Time Warner Cable 4, and Cincinnati Optics 8:54, Monday at 2, Thursday at 5:30, and we'll have it up on wearecolerain.com, and you can see the schedule there.
There already. Posted earlier today.
So Hen in the ball game at the quarterback.
Under center, takes the ball, hands it right over the middle. Moves forward for 2 yards. It'll be 2nd down.
And at this point, if Deshante has anything nagging, get Hen in there. Unfortunately for the Cardinals, the outcome is kind of determined.
You're not going to get 3 scores in a minute and a half, so get Hen a few snaps in here, get a feel of the offense, and rest up for next week.
Those Shamrocks are coming to the cage, and it'll be the home opener for the Colerain Cardinals.
Absolutely need to be packed for these Colerain Cardinals. They've had a rough start to the year. Last time Colerain started the year 0-2, 2009. Everybody remembers that year was 1 year in the past, quite a long time, that the Cardinals did not make the playoffs. So scrambling in the backfield was Spencer Hen trying to find something. He lost about 3 or 4 yards on the play, and he's sacked, taken down by a host of St. Xavier Bombers.
Yeah, overplayed the fullback, and there's Hilliard to beat him up there, but there's just nowhere for him to go. The play is blown dead as Hilliard strips the ball from him.
Interesting call here. Timeout by Coach Bolden. I don't know what he wants to do here. He's talking to the referees. He might just be asking them, hey, if we can get this play, we just want to get out of here. We know the outcome. He might just be asking for, if the referees, they can just be slow with the set of the ball, as the referees are now coming to spect. Or it might have had, I don't know.
Who knows? Well,
he's actually talking to Coach Specht about something.
Yep, he's reaching over and talking to Coach Specht about something.
You know what it is? I think he's telling Specht, hey, get your seniors in. I've got my backups in. Get some of your backups in.
I tell you it's what you love about these two programs: mutual respect on both ends.
And Coach Bolden knows perfectly well. He'll complain about it, but he knows Coach Specht has a problem he would love to have. Coach Specht has 85 seniors to try to get into the ball game, so he's going to try to get as many of them in the ball game as he can.
And the referees are
50.
Referees are allowing this timeout to go a little bit long.
Well, absolutely, and that's okay.
Exactly.
Yeah,
there's nothing wrong with it.
This is the good part about high school football. This is what's so nice about it. You can see Tommy and Steve kind of talking to each other all the way the length of the football field.
It looks like Bolden was almost counting St. X. Make sure they have their 11 in. He counted his own.
Right.
Because for all these kids, they work so hard in practice. Most of these seniors never, ever get to see the field.
As he puts them in to take the knee.
So now under a minute to play.
They don't get a stat, but they get an appearance.
They get listed in the participation report, and they have officially played football for St. Xavier High School. And, as Coach Specht has always said that about, he may have, he's got 50 seniors on this roster.
85.
He's got 50 seniors on this roster.
Listed on the roster.
He's got 66 juniors. So he's got over 100. He's got over 115 kids, just juniors and seniors. Many of them don't ever get to play. His philosophy is, if you come to every practice and you come to every lift and you do everything I ask you to do, you too can wear a helmet and be on this team. And I think that's fair. And
they're going to take a knee on 4th down.
Well, are they going to wait for the referees to see if the referees will put the flags away?
I think he just reminded Hen, you don't have to run the play. They just set the ball down, to play with 20 seconds left. So that will be the final play here from St. X High School.
Where the Colerain Cardinals have come in week 2 and fallen to the victorious St. Xavier Bombers by the final score of 31-12, ending a 3-year losing streak and moving to 2-0 on the season are these Bombers, and the Colerain Cardinals, scuffling to start 2014, are 0-2. But return home next week to take on the Trinity Shamrocks. There's Coach Tom Bolden and Steve Specht at midfield, shaking and hugging hands again. Tremendous respect. Thank you for all of you at wearecolerain.com that have helped make this production possible, and especially thank you to the Waycross Community TV, Community Media. There's the information right there on your screen. You can't miss it. Waycross.tv/volunteer or 825-2429. Give them a call and get involved. It's lots of fun. Those names at the bottom of your screen, those are some important folks. They do a great job, and they did a great job for us tonight. For Brandon Wyatt and Brian Wyatt, this is Chris Himonitis for the entire We Are Colerain crew. Thanks for tuning in, and we'll see you next week on wearecolerain.com.
Copies of this program are available for $20 each. Send program title along with your address and check or money order to Waycross Community Media. Attention Dub Coordinator, 2086 Waycross Road, Forest Park, Ohio 45240. Or buy securely on the web at www.waycross.tv.